Hello? Hello? What? Hello? Hi, hello, Beelzebub, hello. Welcome. Hi, Kimmy. Hi, Kazuo. Hello. Oh, a lot of audio going on at once. Turning down this. Hello, Code. How's it going? Welcome. Welcome. Hi. Hello. Happy Friday. Yippee weekend. Happy Friday, everybody. How we doing? Hello, hi, Solar. One wonderful day today. I played a couple rounds of Deadlock and wanted to smash my brain-ins. But it's fine. I'm so excited. Excited for what? What happened this weekend? What are we doing this weekend? What's going on, Kazuo? Why are we excited? Weekend? Yeah, what are we doing this weekend? What are we doing? Welcome in, everybody. Hopefully you had a good Friday. Let me know how it's gone. And if you have any weekend plans. Staying up late? So true. So true and so real. I agree. We'll do ears down. And then... What am I feeling? Are we feeling... We wore a sleepy outfit yesterday, didn't we? Have I worn midnight this week? I don't think we've worn midnight this week. Yeah, okay. I don't think so. Did we? I don't think we did. I don't think we used midnight this week. Okay. So excited for the weekend. I'm ready for the week to be over. Aw, so true though. Sometimes the week is rough. I had a pretty okay week, honestly. My days haven't been too bad. But I can understand. I can understand the desire for the week to be done. Biggest plan is to play Pokopia, make homes for my cute mons, and yeah! I was playing some Pokopia right before stream, actually. I was playing, I was like mostly cleaning up. I had to make myself a little like building, and I put all my storage in there. So I have 1 million things in storage in my Pokopia home right now. I can't wait for the weekend and knock outside. True. Finally got our 3 prototypes ordered and for our board game, so finally done with that stress. Yippee! Done with stressful things. That's good. That is good. Hopefully all the prototypes are good. The idea of getting samples and prototyping stuff seems like a pain in the butt. I don't know. When I was doing merch for like before, I feel like I always was stressed out by getting samples. I hope so, yeah. I believe. I was making everyone custom houses, but I'm giving in the pre-made ones so I can use wallpaper. Ah, can you not use wallpaper in not pre-made houses? I thought, I don't know how it works. I've never tried out the wallpaper stuff yet, but, okay. Well, let's get into Pokemon time, some drawing. Let me go put us over here. And then... let me go roll our first Pokemon. Let's see who we get. Let's see what little creature we get first. 151. Also, like, right after the first original Pokemon. It's Mew! Oh my goodness! Oh my god, it's Mew! Yippee! That's so cute! Okay. Let's draw Mew. Also, I forgot to uphold our shiny thing. So let's start off Mew being our first shiny. For this time around. I completely forgot about it. So let's do me. Shiny Mew. Yeah, shiny Mew. Because I forgot that every 5 we're supposed to do a shiny creature. I fully forgot. I love shiny Mew. Yippee! Well, you're lucky, Kazuo. I did get a 151. Nice. Yeah, I did. We get our Mew time. What do we do with Mew? What do we do with our little baby? There's a shiny Mew? Yeah, he's like a light blue, I believe. I just found out about that because I saw someone in the Pokemon TCG app. There's a card you can get of shiny Mew. Shiny Mew. He's like a light blue, kind of like a sky blue color. You know, when I was first iterating on my 2.0 model, the first thought I had for my 2.0 was going to be different times of day. So I believe I was gonna do like a daytime sky, which was gonna be a blue color, like a blue tone for my hair and everything. But then I realized how much work that was gonna be. Also, I feel like it didn't look like me anymore. Like once I changed the hair color, I was like, that's not me. That's not who I am. So that's why we only have Midnight, which is this outfit. Because I was like, well, Midnight makes the most sense because Midnight can still be like a blue, like a reddish color. Like, you know, in the sky, there's well, in space, there are like reddish colored like stars and stuff. So I was like, you know what? We can do reddish Midnight, but for a while I did consider doing that. I wanted to do like different times of day, like night, like, you know, dusk, dawn, daytime, and everything. But, yeah. What do I do with Mew? I want to make him look cute. So, like, maybe, like this type of thing where he's, like, floating around. And like this. Maybe? I don't know. And then, like, the tail goes like that. Something like that, maybe? Sure, vaguely this shape. You guys can't see it, but it's fine. Vaguely this shape. Okay, I mean, let me try sketching it out. Anyway, let me know you guys how your Friday's gone. My day's been pretty good. Aside from, like, I guess being a little bit tired today. I don't know what's going on. This entire week I've been kind of sleepier than I should be. I don't know why. I've been like EPE energy for some reason. I did have coffee, which I really shouldn't have. I forgot. So I have two different coffee, you know, coffee granules. What is it called? Instant coffee in my house. I have decaf and normal caffeinated coffee. And I was like, you know what? I can make some normal coffee today. And then I forgot what time it was, and I had coffee at like 5 o'clock. So hi, my love. Welcome. So I hope I can sleep properly tonight, but we'll see. We will see. Part of me feels like every time I talk about like caffeine affecting me, I don't know if it does or not. Like I feel like sometimes there's days where I've had coffee late in the day and I don't feel tired, but I just feel like okay, hold on. I don't like feel awake, but I feel like sleepier with coffee. I don't know. I feel like it forces my brain to be awake, but doesn't stop me from being sleepy. If that makes sense? Like, I get sleepy, but the coffee makes me feel like, oh, I have to be up for whatever reason. So, I don't know. I'm not sure. We'll see if it's a bad thing for me or not. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm like, okay, cool. Coffee doesn't affect me that badly, and then I will be awake but tired. And I feel like that's what coffee does, where it's like, I don't think it actually makes me feel like I don't feel like I stay awake. I just feel like I just like am forced awake, and then I'm become very sleepy and I just can't fall asleep. But to be fair, I've always had problems sleeping anyways, so I don't think coffee helps or hurt. I think it just is a thing that happens to me. Sleeping is annoying. Although I have been like having, I don't know, it's since I've been doing the thing where I don't go into bed until I'm actually gonna fall asleep. I feel like my sleep quality's better. Vaguely, but these eyes are gotta be a little bit closer together. I don't know. Insomnia gang, yeah. I've always had pretty bad sleep issues, and I think it might be, I don't know if insomnia is like a hereditary thing, but my dad has insomnia, so that might be part of it. Maybe I got that from him. But I don't know. Sleeping's annoying. I kind of like dread going to bed a lot of times, I feel. It can be. Maybe. It might be. It might be for my dad. If I have insomnia, it might be from that. I don't know though. Sleepy, eepy. Also, I was messing around with my audio today, like right before stream, because I realized I had like an extra noise suppression on my stream for no reason. And it was making my voice muddled, which is weird. I didn't, who knows? I took that off though. I feel like I'll never be satisfied with my audio setup until I actually understand what everything does and then am able to figure it out. Because I feel like I'm just constantly going to be like messing around with things and not fully understanding what they're doing. But I think it sounds better now, at the very least, because I took off the random noise suppression. Everything required to survive is annoying. I agree. I do agree with that. I do wholeheartedly agree with you on that end, unfortunately. Being a human being is pretty tiring. Overall exhausting. But I feel like, more specifically, sleep has always been the issue for me. Like, there are times where, like, obviously eating and being a real person, like, that part is annoying, but, like, sleep has always been the one thing, even when I was a child, has always stressed me out. So I feel like it's just, like, the one thing that I will always battle with a lot of times, just, like, having a hard time sleeping. Falling asleep and then having a good night's sleep is, like, always my enemy. Yeah. Sometimes a little while ago, I was pretty, like, not dependent on it, but I used to, like, really use melatonin as a crutch for me, where I would not, like, always take it, but I would, if I felt like I just couldn't fall asleep that night, I would just have melatonin. which is not really good because every single day I would wake up like fully exhausted, but I'd be like, well, it's fine. And then like when I stopped taking melatonin for a while, I felt like I had like a better like morning situation. Like falling asleep was hard, but when I woke up, I felt better. So I try to avoid using that. Melatonin makes me feel like, yeah, that's fair. That is very, very fair. Melatonin doesn't do much, I feel like, in being actually helpful. I feel like it can only help like in very like rare occasions, but overall is maybe not the best thing. I think Mew's head is too big. Well, that's fine. I'll just draw his body bigger, but... I feel like the biggest thing for me is like having a proper like nighttime routine. If I get that, then I feel like I'll be fine. Once I get a proper sleeping, you know, sleeping schedule at like before I fall asleep, I think I'll be better. But it's hard for me to be consistent with anything in general. Better than some of the more addictive alternatives? True, true. That is very true. I feel like I'm never able to like really continue doing one thing. Like keeping up a schedule is very difficult for me. I love schedules, I love routine, I love schedules. Unfortunately, me actually keeping to one is really difficult. I don't know why. I wish I was better at keeping to a schedule or routine, because I do love them. Like, when I was in school, I used to hate it, but I used to be, like, really nice and regulating, because I'd had the same things to do every single day, and it'd feel very, like, I just knew what to do. It was much more, like, comfortable to be in. And I try to have one, in my own terms. I try to give myself a routine, because I know that it helps me, but it's just, like, really difficult to keep up with it. And I wish I could stop that, and I wish I could be, like, much better with, like, keeping, what's it called? Not attached, what's the word I'm looking for? Keeping track of a routine, or just keeping, like, the motivation for a routine? But, for whatever reason, it just doesn't stick with me. My issues with my day is always so uncertain, it's hard to keep a schedule. That's fair, yeah. That's very fair. Is it just, like, work times and stuff that makes it a bit difficult for you to predict what you're gonna do in the day? Hello, Frostbite. Welcome. Hope you had a good Friday. Let me know how your day's been. Hope it's been good. And not evil. Not evil day full of evilness. I guess it would be this way, because foot is going up this way, so this like that. And then there. Sure. I think his body needs to be a little bit squishier, though, like a little bit smaller. It's been good, just lots of cleaning. Oh, cleaning day! Yippee! Has the cleaning gone okay? Has it been an alright time? I don't have to do any cleaning, thankfully. I cleaned, like, last week a little bit, and then I cleaned during the week, this week, so I've been, like, pretty okay in terms of cleaning. Got the whole house done. Yippee! That's good. Clean time. What is your favorite thing to do when it comes to cleaning, or what is your least favorite thing to do? When I was younger, I used to love sweeping. And then as I've gotten older, I think it's the organizational part of the thing. Like, wiping things down and cleaning up and doing the last small pieces is really nice. Being able to do all of those finishing touches is good. I hate doing the dishes, and I hate the laundry. It's not like the worst thing ever, but I don't like doing it. But yeah. I used to be scared of the vacuum. Honestly, same, yeah. My least favorite thing to do is trying to find the motivation to clean. That's fair. I like to clean. Genuinely. I actually really enjoy cleaning. I don't know why. But I've always liked cleaning when I was younger. I think also it gave me an excuse to, like, listen to music and kind of focus on whatever I was doing. So I used to, like, kind of zone out and clean. Also because, like, my mom used to complain about, like, the house not being clean all the time. So whenever I used to clean, my mom used to be like, oh, thank you, Sky. And was so happy that I was doing it. So I think I had, like, positive reinforcement. So I actually enjoy cleaning a lot. Also, like, I don't know. It feels like a good way to clear your head because you're focused on a task. I have a hard time because, like, I do kind of, what's it called? I'm in my head a lot, like, all the time. I'm like constantly, like, thinking, and it kind of gets exhausting to be in my brain. So cleaning helps me, like, not focus on my thoughts and focus on, like, anything else, because I have things to do. So whenever I get stressed out or whatever, cleaning is, like, kind of my go-to thing. Is I don't, like, tend to stress clean, but I sometimes will, like, sometimes if I am, like, feeling particularly stressed out or like my brain's not working super well, I will end up cleaning because it's the easiest thing for me to, like, focus on and be like, cool, okay, Sky, you're just gonna think about cleaning and nothing else at all. And that's like nice for me. What does Mew's paw look like on the back? Oh, it has a little tiny little like circle paw. Okay. But yeah. Clean. Am I in the right location? I am in that location. Okay, cool. And then his tail is kind of long. I wonder if I can make this tail sit a bit nicer. Because he has a long, long tail, and it goes from like here. Like, like that? Or... does that feel like good enough, like, opposite motion for him? I don't know. I guess this is fine. Surely. Yeah, cleaning is like the nice thing to do. Organizing, I like to organize, but I don't like to organize and clean the same day. Because I feel like that'll overwhelm my brain a little bit too much, so I tend to like clean on one day, then I'll organize another time whenever. Speaking of organizing, I do have to organize my fridge right now. It's kind of abysmal. Before my parents went on a trip recently, and they're still there right now, I think. But before they left, they gave me a bunch of food, and I kind of hadn't had the time since they gave me it to actually organize the fridge, because they gave me so many things, and I need to put them all away nicely and like organize them, because I do organize my fridge by like food typing and stuff. Like certain things have certain locations for food, so I like to put them away in a certain order, but I haven't done that in a minute because of food stuff my parents gave me. These eyes are still too, I think, far apart. I need to move them a little bit closer. Part of me kind of wants to make little stickers of these guys once I'm done with all 1,000, which I don't know if I'll ever be done with all 1,000, but, you know, at some point, surely, I can finish more of them, and I can maybe make little stickers of all of them. But I might be fine there, I think. Is this cute? I think this is fine, right? Surely. Surely he's cute enough. Yeah, I think so. Little creature. Goodness, I'm using my heated blanket today. Because my apartment's kind of cold, but I feel like it's making me too warm. Oof. Too warm. Okay. Let me go ahead and line this up a little bit. I haven't been using the smart like lines as much as I thought I would think I would be. Because Clip Studio in their newest version has the thing that Procreate does, where it's like when you hold out a line, it'll like auto kind of stabilize it for you. And I thought I would use it a lot more, because I do kind of use... Actually, no, I don't really use it that often in Procreate. But, like, I just thought I would use it more. But I haven't really been finding it too much of a use. But I'm sure, like, if I were to line art a lot more, which I don't really do on my computer... I actually don't really use my computer for a lot of art, except for stream time. I'd probably use it a bit more then. But I have yet to really actively make super good use of it. It is a good addition, though. I was, like... For a while, I would be like, oh, I would probably give up Procreate if Clip Studio actually had this function. And now it does, but I haven't really been using it like that. So I'm like, maybe I'm a liar. Maybe I just thought I liked it a lot, but I didn't actually end up wanting to use it as much. It is nice, though, like, for here and there having it whenever I need it. I think I should have used this, my tablet a bit more for it to actually come out as, like, a use for me. Back from ads, what are you yapping about? I am yapping about Clip Studio's new update that lets you have the what's it called? The smart lines, so that you can what's the word? What was we're looking for? So that you can stabilize your drawing, your line art and stuff. So I'm talking about how I'm surprised that I'm not using it as often as I thought I was going to use it. But it's so nice to have. I'm sure if I did more line art, I would use... I should get... I feel like I'm kind of... not disappointed. I am currently stagnant with my art in terms of improvement. And I really need to take a break and just actually focus on learning some fundamentals again. Because, unfortunately, art is something that if you don't do actively, you will lose those skills. So because I draw a lot of, like, anime... some of my fundamentals aren't there as much as it used to be. And I definitely need to go through and kind of relearn them a little bit. And that is something to convince myself to do, because I don't really want to do it, but I have to do it. It'll be good for me. Just that learning fundamentals again is just annoying. But I've definitely been feeling like I need to what's it called? Regain my skills? Hello? Line. There we go. See, that's when I'm gonna use it, like for right now, where that was really irritating to do. There we go. Make use of tool. People were complaining on Twitter. Well, okay, not people. One person I saw was complaining on Twitter that like, oh, using this is a bad thing because like it'll like, you know, you'll be weak as an artist. And I feel like it's so interesting to me when people like talk about that because like a lot of people who do art are people who do it for hobbies and like for fun stuff. And I feel like there's like no harm in having like an assistance in terms of making your lines look cleaner. Because if you're doing it for fun and like you want to make it look nice, then like it's fine. I don't think it's an issue. And also like it's for like workflow, you know? I'm sure it's good to always practice your lines and your line confidence and stuff, and that's important to do. But like, I feel like overall it's not that big of a deal if you're getting help with like making your lines cleaner. It just makes your like speed a lot faster. So if you're trying to work on things a bunch, like if you're someone like me who takes commissions and that's like your main thing is commission work and freelancing, something that makes the workflow a bit faster for you to do it is helpful. Of course, someone on Twitter. That is true. Unfortunately, there's always someone on Twitter. Because people talk about, like, crutches in art as if somehow it magically makes you an incredible artist. And sometimes I'm like, okay, give this program to someone who doesn't know how to do art at all and make them do something, like, make them make art. They're not going to be incredibly good at art, like, right off the bat, you know what I mean? Like, it still takes skill to use any tool smartly and confidently and actually, like, you know, have it like applicable to someone else's skill level, you know? So it's always bizarre to me when people are like, oh, you shouldn't be using a ruler or a symmetry tool, and I'm like, well, like, it doesn't make you automatically good at art. It just saves you time. So strange. People are so strange when it comes to art stuff. So weird. Because, like, you're not gonna magically gain skill over time just because, like, you're using a thing. It saves time and frustration, exactly. Yeah. It's so weird to me the way that people act. Same with like so back when I was starting digital art, and that was like 2013, at the time, and probably still kind of right now, like nowadays anyway still, people always view digital art as like fake art and not real, and like, oh, like you're not actually an artist if you do that, like you know, show me a painting you've done, or like show me like you know, like a pencil and paper that you've done. And I feel like it's so strange because like, regardless, it still takes skill and time and effort. I can understand as someone who has, you know, I have painted in the past, and I have done like charcoal drawings, and I've done all that in the past. I've done both things, you know, and both of them are equally annoying, and they have both of their own skill ceilings and whatever, and they all take time to do. So it's always been really bizarre that it's like, why are you pitting them against each other when they're both, they both require a lot of skill? I love my friend. She is an incredible artist, but when it comes to painting, she cannot, like, draw, like, characters or people at all. She is an incredible painter, but she has no skill when it comes to anything else. In like, you know, the art practicing world. Like, it's so bizarre to me, because it's like, they're different disciplines. It's so weird. I'll probably never be able to understand it, honestly. But people, yeah. People will complain about anything. They will complain about anything. I think Mew's head's still too big. Make him a little bit tiny, smaller. Like, yeah, that looks better, I think. Yeah. It's like friendly fire, like, guys, we're all artists here. Yeah, that's well that people would say that because, like, they're both incredible and require a lot of work. Yeah, exactly. It was like a very big thing. When digital art was becoming very popular back in the day, people really used to throw up a fuss about it, where it's like, that's not real art, you're not a real artist, like, you know, like, it's like, you can't even call yourself an artist from that, like, you have to be drawing, like, on an actual thing, like a pen and paper and whatever. And I remember being so, like, confused. I know a lot of digital artists get like demoralized from it, but I never was like demoralized. I was just like, why does it matter? Like, I guess for me, I had skill in both, so it was never like a question of my own ability. I'm like, well, I know I can do both of them, so it doesn't really matter to me. But it was always like so strange to look down upon it when I'm like, if I gave like a tablet to one of my friends who's never drawn digital art, I know for a fact they'd struggle. Like, it's not to be mean, but, like, I know for a fact they would struggle. Like, if I gave this to any painting major or anyone who does ceramics, they'd have a hard time doing it. You know? Always so bizarre. And I find digital art so hard to do. Like, how can anyone say that's not real art? I know, right? So weird. So weird. I'll never be able to understand it either. People are weird about art. It's because, okay, I'm gonna be kind of rude when I say this. It's because people are jealous, if that makes sense. And it's the same way that the reason that AIR is really popular, right? Among people who can't draw or can't do any kind of artistic ability. It's because people are jealous. Like, it's not to be rude or anything, but it's true. People are upset they can't do a skill because they don't want to put the time into it. So if they can put down people who do put the time into it, it makes them feel better about themselves somehow. I don't get how it does it, but they'll feel better about themselves because, oh, whatever. I can do it now. It's like, well, no, you can't though. Like, fundamentally, you can't. And I'm sorry that sucks for you, but like, if you took the time to learn it, you could do it, but you just don't want to put the time in it. And you hate that people are better than you at something, and that makes you mad. And it's always so bizarre to me, because I'm like, you could just learn. It's not that bad to learn. And I know it takes time. Like, obviously, I've been drawing since I was 13, and younger than that when I was drawing, like, not digitally. So it's always been such a weird thing to me for people to be so upset and put up a fuss about it. I was gonna bring up the AI argument. Yeah, it's weird. People are weird about it. I like... Also, to be so honest with you, as an artist, part of the fun is making it. I know it sucks, it takes a lot of time and effort, and it's hard, but like, part of the fun of making art is the fact that you're making the art, like you're doing the process of it, you know? Honestly, 9 out of 10 times, I enjoy the sketching phase more than I enjoy actually the final piece. I don't really care about the final piece. At the time that I'm doing the final piece, I'm kind of tired of it. Like, I no longer care about it. So like, I don't know, it's so weird. It just feels so, like, strange and, like, performative, because the point of making art was never the actual end result, it's what you're doing. Like, the actual process of it is what's fun. So, people are strange. Strange people. What was I thinking about just now? I no longer remember. Did I want to fix something in this drawing before I changed the lines? I don't think so. Okay, we're good. Sorry, I was trying to think of, like, what I wanted to fix, but I don't think there was anything that I wanted to fix. Like, I've heard AIR people try to compare AIR art and digital art. It's crazy. Yeah, that comparison's so bizarre to me, because like, so you know how I mentioned earlier how like the tools that are like, like the ruler tool or symmetry tool or whatever, and how people are like, oh, like, it makes you it's cheating or whatever. Again, it doesn't make you magically good at art. Like, you have to still have a skill level to use any of these tools. The thing is that, like, AI art doesn't make you magically good at art either. But it makes out a product that makes you think that you can make art, which is not... They're not applicable. They're not the same thing. You know? So strange to me. Like, just make art. It's fine. It's fun. I promise you, it's fun to do. I know people who are artists tend to be tired with it sometimes, but it's still fun to do, regardless. People enjoy it, because it's a, creative process. It's like, I do this myself, I didn't generate it, yeah. People are weird about a lot of stuff. And honestly, I guess like because I've been online for so long, I kind of like don't really care anymore. I never really cared even when I was younger though, to be honest. Like, it was never something that I was like, oh, whatever. It never made me feel bad about myself. But, yeah. People are strange. It will always boil down to jealousy, I think. Jealousy and inferiority, and like the desire to have the same skill other people have without putting the effort in. And I don't know, because I feel like art is a very thing that like anybody can do, and so, I'm always like happy for if a friend wants me to help them with like learning art or whatever, because it's a thing that I think anyone can do. And you don't have to be perfect at it, it's just a thing that you can do. I get I'm absolutely garbage at certain art things, but I still enjoy it. Exactly. Like, I'm not good at everything that I do. I like I like making stuff. I think it's very fun to make stuff, but I'm not like, you don't have to be a perfect goddess at drawing something to enjoy drawing. It is fun. I get to draw 10 and all I want. Exactly. Anyone can do it. You just have to put effort and love into it. Exactly. Exactly. I am always in the feeling that art is a thing that anyone can do. And, so maybe it comes more naturally to some people than it comes to others, and that's fine. You can't help it that some people have maybe more of an affinity for using their hands a certain way, whatever. But that's fine. It's the same thing that, I believe, like, in sports, a lot of times it happens, but it can happen in any skill-based thing. A lot of times it's, like, people who have, like, natural talent versus people who have to work hard to do it. And I feel like people who work hard, oftentimes probably end up being a little bit better than people who have natural talent, because like you have to actually put in the effort and time into it. Someone who has natural talent can be pretty good at what they do by base level, but if they don't, they don't see the need to keep on putting more effort into it, they won't get better, Hello, Inzone, how's it going? Generate number 651. Okay, who's that? Who is 651? Oh, I am unfamiliar with you. Like, a lot, actually. Hello, little guy, creature thingy that you are. I don't know who you are. This guy. I am unfamiliar with this little bouncing baby boy. Who are you, little creature? You are so round. Tremendously round, little creature. Oh, that thing. Yeah, this thing. This guy. This thing. This thing for sure. This is a guy that does exist in the world. Very cool. What do I do with you? You are so round. That is the evolution of Chespin? Ah! You are so round. Looks like it's like an evolution to a starter I've seen, if I've ever seen one. So true. It's a beach ball with legs. It is a beach ball with legs. Hope your day is well. It's been good. How has your day been, InZone? Having a good one? That has been pretty nice. What do I do with this bouncing baby ball? What do I do with this little guy? Pokemon, yeah, Pokemon. Hello, how's it going, Ham? Hamskell. Welcome. Hi, how's it going? I'm drawing a little bouncing baby ball. He's a little baby boy. We drew Mew just now. How's your day going? What do I do with this guy? Yeah, Quilladin. Cute Mew, thank you. Yeah, isn't he silly? Silly little Mew guy. Yeah. Little shiny Mew. I'm doing right. That's good to hear. Hope you had a good weekend hope you have a good weekend. And hopefully today's good. I hope your Friday's been a nice Friday. What do I do with you, little guy? Sitting drinking a drink from a straw? Sure, we can make him sit and drink. Here. Here you go. And then he's like sitting like this. Legs out. Messed up my shin a tad. Oh no, I'm sorry. I hope your shin feels better. Owie. He's holding his drink. Comms? Oh yeah, they are open. So true. They say they're on a waitlist right now, but they are technically open, so don't worry about it. I formally plan to open them on Monday, but they're just on a waitlist for before I open them up on Monday. They are indeed open. Alright. I wonder how is... You know what would be really fun? If I had a better grasp on the skill of Studio Ghibli, it'd be really fun to draw every single, like, Pokemon character in the Ghibli kind of world, like, aesthetically, and like, some of the design elements they have for Ghibli characters. But I'm not, like, the best with, copying styles like that. Ghibli's a little bit too, it's too well done. It's too, like, simplified in a very smart way. And I don't have the smarts to do simplified, like, what's it called? What am I looking for? I rely on details to help me make things look less funky. So when you simplify something, you have to be smart in everything. You have to have a very strong sense of fundamentals. And I do not. So I have a hard time with simpler styles. That'd be awesome. Also, how are you at drawing beards? I guess I'm fine. I've drawn them for people before. I've done art with them. I am alright with them. How do I draw this little nose you got going on here? You know what? I'll just like cover the nose. The nose will cover the little mouth for where this one goes there. Because it's like a cone situation here. We have like a little cone going down this way. I'll leave the guidelines for now. And then he's drinking his little drink. His eyes are kind of wide apart. He's looking at his little drink. Or maybe make him like happy, like he's just like, you know, enjoying his little beverage. What's your favorite drink, guys? What do we like drinking? What do we enjoy sipping on? Sorry, sipping on, I had water just now, so. What do we enjoy to drink? I feel like my go-to things are always gonna be tea. That's like my favorite thing to have. And I kind of wish I was someone who's like fancy enough to always have a bunch of different teas. I only have like a few different types of tea, but I do wish I had more. Water is really good. Water is great. Water is great. We love water. It's like drinking with a nose, like the concept art from Tenetobi Fox made. True, I did see that before. I've seen that before. His arms are kind of big. You got chunky arms. Chunky little guy. Coffee is good. Coffee is good. I like Milo dinosaurs. Not sure if you guys have that over here. It's really popular over here, though. I've heard of Milo before. Milo dinosaur. Dinosaur. So true. Milo. I think I've had Milo before. I feel like I've had it. Blood orange and starfruit tea for me. Ooh, that's an interesting one. That sounds fun. Blood orange and starfruit tea. I am overall a tea drinker. I love tea. I love a hot drink. Someone called me out for being like, that's very Asian of you, because I hate cold drinks. I don't hate cold drinks. I don't love cold drinks. I prefer a hot drink overall. But one of my friends like, that's very, very Asian of you, and I'm like, I guess it is. I don't know. I can never like bring myself to drink a hot drink. I mean a cold drink. Unless it's like very, very cold outside. Unless it's like very, very hot outside and I'm like super warm. I don't really tend to have a cold drink ever. I just like a hot coffee, a hot tea. Room temp or hot? I don't know. I guess overall hot would be better. Ramen is a favorite of mine. I wish I could have it more. So true. Ramen is nice. I used to collect ramen bottles. I had like a whole collection of it when I was a bit younger. Me and my sister used to collect a bunch of them. For no reason, really. We just kind of were collecting people. We both like enjoyed collecting stuff. She used to collect tiny mugs and snow globes. And I don't know what I used to collect. Mostly like whatever, I guess. But she used to have those two collections specifically. And then before we both got like really into origami. We both like really loved origami. Also, we both got into a magic like phase, like what's it called? Like hand magic? What is it called? Like the small like the sleight of hand tricks and stuff like that. We both got super into that because we both like Houdini a lot and everything. So I remember in elementary school I got like a book on like how to do like, you know, the small hand tricks and stuff. So funny. As someone who lives in Asia, I realize yes, most people do. People tend to prefer warmer drinks with realization. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's like it's a common thing to have like hot drinks overall. Like I could never do like I didn't grow up drinking cold drinks. A lot of times it was always hot drinks. Also like tea. Like I grew up drinking a lot of tea. I need my ice in my drinks. Cold drinks taste better to me. Fair. I mean, like I get like some appeal of it sometimes. When I'm very hot, I'll understand like the need for a cold drink. But it's very rare that I get one, even when I am very warm. I'll typically wait to cool down a bit when I'm indoors, and then I'll have like a hot drink. Yeah. Occasionally I'll have a cold drink. Occasionally, but it's very rare. I collected hats for most of my high school hats. Fun. I used to collect sporks in elementary school. I don't know why. I mean, hey, why not? Something to keep you happy. Might as well. Did I collect anything else? I don't know. She used to collect a lot of tiny mugs though. That was like her thing. My sister. I don't think she collects something right now. I mean, she collects blind boxes, I guess now. that's her new thing is blind boxes. Also, I may be blind, but is there places where I can see all the Pokemon that's been drawn on stream before? Oh, there isn't. I should do that. That's so smart. I should do that somewhere. But I can show you them all. Here they are. They're all here. They're all on this one document that I have. I have so many Pokemon in here, and they're kind of a mess. I have a set of titanium sporks that I use when camping. Oh, blind titanium. We've gotten a handful of Pokemon done. Is that Squirt Bunny? Yeah, it's Squirt Bunny. He's eating a little snack and a little juice box. Hold on, wait. Where is the one that I had for him? Is it this one? Yeah, hold on. There he is. There he is with a little snack. He's enjoying his treat. He's very cute. This was like probably one of my favorite little guys that I've drawn. He's very adorable little guy. I love how you've drawn them. So cute. Thank you. Now I collect plushies until I eventually run out of room. So true. So true. Yeah, he's like one of my favorites. I think this Nummel's pretty Nummel's pretty cute too. This one is actually also nice. This round of guys I drew this time were really good. One of these guys here, you can see them individually a bit more. Okay, these guys. I drew the starters last like maybe like 2 weeks ago or something. These guys took me a while to draw. This was difficult. These guys were harder to draw than I thought they were gonna be. And then we had like the whole batch of them over here. Not here? Oh, there he is. I drew him as Luffy because he reminded me of Luffy. Then this guy, and then we had like the whole bunch of them, I think, in here. Yeah, there they are. So many of them. I need that one. Which one? Which guy? My 1 million guys. This first's also really cute. He's very cute and silly. I should, that's a very good idea though. I should put them all up somewhere so that everyone can see them. Hitmonlee? Yeah, him. Luffy him. Oh goodness, hello. Someone on YouTube chat, hi. You should draw Cinderace giving Raboot a bath. Oh, that'd be cute. I know people don't like Cinderace as a final evolution, which I will never understand because I think Cinderace is really cute and I love Raboot. I think that line's very adorable. I'm so surprised people don't love them as much as I mean, I think they're really cute. I might be biased because I love bunnies in general, but I know people like don't love them as much, which is like so sad to me because they are adorable. Where are we? This guy, okay. I don't try it either. I didn't even know people didn't love them as much as me. I don't know. I've seen people be like, oh, it's like one of the worst, like, you know, fire starters, whatever. Like, they like Scorpion, they don't like his evolution. And I don't know why. I think they're really cute. Then to be fair, though, as I've gotten into the Pokemon, like, fandom of people, people just, like, are very strongly opinionated, and I don't feel like it makes sense to care about those opinions in the kindest way possible. Like, people are just very opinionated, and I don't really... I just don't pay attention to it. I'm gonna draw him drinking boba, because he kind of... I don't know, why not? You can have boba. I haven't had boba in a while. I should go get boba tomorrow, because if my friends... Sorry, I did cancel on my friends. However, it's fine. but I might go get boba tomorrow. I might ask them if they want to go get boba instead of doing stuff. Because that might be better. Because they wanted to come over, and I just don't want to have people over right now. So I might ask them if they want to go get boba outside instead. So why not as we answer for boba? I haven't had boba in a long, long time. It's been a while. I live near a bunch of boba places, but I just don't go out and get it as much. Thank you for following. Welcome in. How do I say your name, by the way? I was going to call you Ham, but I don't know if that's what you want me to call you. What do you want me to call you? What is your preferred... How would you prefer me to... What is preferred name? Or nickname or whatever? Let me know. Ham is okay? I gotcha. Well, thank you for following, Ham. I appreciate it. Hope you had a good Friday so far. Although if you're in Asia, then it's probably like, what, Saturday for you now? Like, early Saturday, question mark? Yeah? If I'm remembering correctly? Second favorite quote that use everybody's entitled to their wrong opinions. So true. So true. It's Saturday morning, yes. I hope your morning's been good. Hope you had a good sleep last night. I had a decent sleep last night. I don't know if I remembered anything. Oh, good 5 AM for no reason. Oh, girl, I'm so sorry. Oh, no. Yikes. I'm so sorry. That's the worst, though. I have woken up sometimes at like 7 AM, and it's like, well, I could be awake right now, but like, do I really want to be up at 7 AM? Is it the desire that I have for myself? I had a very chill morning, though. Pretty nice. That's good. That is good. I'm glad. I'm glad to hear it. You know what? I might just use a symmetry tool for you because, like, you're basically symmetrical in this, and I'm not gonna draw this twice. Sorry. I'm gonna be lazy. Lazy artist moment. I did a chill morning. You know, I'll be honest, the one thing that I've noticed the most difference in my life, so I've moved out since my parents' place, like, last year, so now it's been a full year since I've been on my own, and I just re-signed my lease this, like, what, last month or whatever, and, the one thing I've noticed that I love is having a quiet morning. I will be so honest with you, I love having just a nice, quiet, low-energy morning when I wake up, because my mom, I love her to death, but she is, like, so loud in the morning, with no regard for anybody else. Like, she will just be making so much noise, and it kills me on the inside, and I'm like, I just want to be up quietly and pleasantly. So when I used to live with them still, I used to, I would wake up earlier than my parents, so that I could, just quietly get out of the house and go do stuff. Gasca, you should be careful, you might lose your art skills somehow. Exactly. Some of my art skills are going to be gone, guys, if I keep using these tools. These helpful tools that help me not take forever to do one art piece. Although I will say, in the grand scheme of things, I am probably one of the more quicker artists. So it's not like the biggest deal for me. Like, I don't feel like I spend a lot of time on art. Sorry, not in a negative way. I feel like I spend the right amount of time, but I am faster than most artists. But yeah, somehow my art skills are going to deteriorate just because I'm using tools that are at my disposal. My cat ensures that I'm up by 8 AM. Aw, kitty. I'd be happy to be woken up by a cat, though. I'd be more than happy to wake up to a little kitty going meow. Meow, 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 meow. And I give him a little kiss on the forehead and be like, okie dokie. I'm sure after a point it does get annoying though, surely. It's so hard for me though to ever imagine being annoyed by cats. Because I've never had a cat, like I've never grown up with one. But I love cats, so I feel like I would never feel myself being annoyed by them. I feel like it would be like almost impossible for me to be like, no. Because one of my friends, when I saw her the other day recently, she was like, oh, I like, this cat is so annoying, I regret him. And I'm like, how? How could you ever regret a kitty? I feel like they're like, no matter how silly they are, I'm like, I would never be that annoyed with a cat. No, the a-hole punches me in the face. Oh no. Aww. Kitty says get up right now, actually. You don't get to sleep in at all. That's so fair. I think these feet are a bit weird. They're not like in the right kind of vibe. I think they should be more like that, I think. Like that way? Hello, Roro. How's it going? Welcome. I'm allergic, so that's fair. Thank you for the head pat. I appreciate it. Thank you. How's your Friday going? Having a good one? I hope so. Welcome on in. I love them, so I forget them every time. Yeah. I feel like it'd be so hard for me to ever, like, be actually mad at a kitty. Because even when my friend's cat, used to be very annoying and eat things, I never felt like actual, like, you know, anger towards kitty. It's hard for me to feel, like, I think proper anger towards, like, an animal because, like, they don't understand stuff. So it's kind of difficult for me to be actually mad one. Obviously, I can get irritated. And I feel like irritated and mad are very different phrases. Like, you know, irritation's like a thing. But, like, getting mad at a cat or getting mad at an animal feels kind of, like, strange. Because I'm like, it doesn't live in the same rules that we have. Like, it's a creature. It doesn't have that same concept. But, I don't know. I might just be, like, maybe overly forgiving to animals as well. That is just part of my nature, I think. This guy's looking okay. Look, I mean, maybe should be like a bit rounder? Unsure. Unsure. Drink your juice, little creature. Nothing wrong with that? I guess that's true. No harm in being kind to animal. Okay. Did I get this right? I'm gonna remove the sketching lines in a second. We'll see how badly I've messed up on him, maybe. Hopefully I got him more or less right. He look pretty round. I could maybe make him a little bit rounder. Like, just a tiny bit. I do have to draw his tail. I haven't drawn his tail in. Where would it go, though? Like, you would probably like see the little, like, corner of it here. He's like, you know, happy little creature. Like there? Yeah. Sometimes my sister forgets to close the bedroom door when she leaves for school. We share a room, and sometimes the cat would get in on my bed. I had to wash the sheets, so annoying. Thankfully, I got my sister to close the door every single time. Happy that our cat wanted to be on my bed, though. Aw, yeah. Yeah. Kitty wants to hang out with you, but unfortunately, Kitty will kill you, and that's never fun. Kitty causes pain. That's so sad, though. Kitty that wants to hang out, but cannot hang out. He cannot hang, unfortunately. I wonder if people have ever, like, done, like, I mean, I'm sure people have, but I mean, like, I wonder if people actively make, like, you know, stickers and art of every single Pokemon. Because whenever I've gone to a convention with Pokemon stuff in there, they never, like, have every single one, which obviously makes sense because that's a lot of creatures. But I wonder if any artist out there does it. Because, like, you know, this is quite a task to take on. It's quite a daunting task to draw all of the Pokemon. Also, like, uniquely, you know? Like, as much as I would love to draw them all aesthetically in the same pose, I want them to all be a little bit different. So it's, like, you know, extra time to think about, like, what would I put this creature in situationally? I would give so much if I could just, like, find a Nidoran, everything, anything at a con. Aww. It's really unfortunate when someone has, like, a favorite Pokemon that isn't maybe, like, as well loved everywhere else, because then, like, you can never find merch for them, and that's so sad. I think I'm kind of lucky because Palmy gets a lot of merch from the, like, official Pokemon store, so, like, I can get a lot of art, not art, but, like, plushies and stuff from him, but, yeah. What's up? Pokemon drawing? Nice. Yeah, hello Simon. We are drawing some Pokemon, talking about Pokemon art in general. How's it going? I am drawing, what's this guy's name? Quilladin. It's also why, like, the reason that I'm drawing these Pokemon like this, so, like, for context, or for information, I use a random number generator to pick up the next Pokemon, because that way I force myself to draw every single Pokemon, and not just, like, the ones that I want to draw. And so, it's been nice that I get to, like, you know, see new little creatures, and I get, like, you know, to learn about them. Because everyone has a favorite Pokemon, you know? Every single guy is someone's favorite. And so I'm always, like, happy to draw on you guys. Good, thank you for asking, of course! Glad you've been well then. Yippee, a good Friday for everybody. Half these Pokemon wouldn't have been drawn if Sky had the ability to choose? Yeah. Yep, pretty much. Listen, I'm just a bit, what's the word? I'm picky with the Pokemon that I like, alright? I'm sorry, I am picky with them, and I know it's maybe unfair, but there's some Pokemon that I love, and there's some Pokemon that I don't care for, and unfortunately, a lot of Pokemon fall into the ones that I don't care for. So, you know, that's why it forces me to draw every single Pokemon, because I don't get to choose them. I just have to draw them. Good content, yeah, and I don't expect that voice at all, just saying, not in a weird way, you have you have just a beautiful voice. Thank you, that's very kind of you. That's very, very kind, thank you. I'm glad you think my voice is beautiful. That's very sweet. It's very, very sweet. I will always have a weird thing about my voice. I don't love my voice that much, but I'm much more used to it than I used to be because I do stream, and so it's kind of hard to not get used to your own voice because you stream all the time. So like, I listen back to my VODs, I see how they sound, whatever, to see if I can fix up my audio or anything. So whenever someone comments on it, it's very nice. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. People tend to call it relaxing or calming, which I always find interesting. I always find it very interesting because I've always thought that my voice is kind of grating. So, because I talk a lot. I'm very talkative. You can't tell by like how much I speak in stream. I talk like a whole lot in real life and online. Like I'm just a very chatty person. So I internalize that I'm like probably a very annoying voice to hear a bunch. So you have a nice yapping voice. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. I'm a big yapper. Goodness, sorry. Everyone hydrate, get some water. Whenever I drink water, I try to make sure that everyone also drinks water too. I also dislike my voice, but you do have a nice soothing yapping voice in a positive way. Thank you. No, yes, it's fine. I am a yapper. I'm a yapper. I'm glad it's soothing. It's very nice. It's very, very nice. I'm happy to hear that. Hopefully I can be as yappy as I need to be. What's it called? I feel like I always think about my voice in like a weird way because, so like, you know how like, you have a bunch of stuff in your ears, so obviously when you hear your own voice, it's like muddled basically, like it's very different from how you hear it. So I always like, I don't trust myself because I hear my voice very differently. So I'm always like, huh, don't know what that sounds like. Have no clue. What color drink should he be having? Thai tea. So it's gonna be this color, the color of his little horns and stuff. Thai tea's pretty good. One time at my sister's like, so my sister went to a university that was like an hour away from here. So when she was in university, and I was also in university, I used to come visit her for parties and whatever she was throwing. So like, if it was like a spring party or if it was like a birthday party or whatever, she'd like invite me over. And there was one time for a party that she made like a Thai tea like pie. It was very good. It was a very good pie. Very nice. If you ever get the chance to make one, I would recommend it. It's actually really good. Thai tea's a good flavor in general. Like, just, I don't know what it is. It's a good thing. Good drink. Good flavor. Big fan of drinks. My friends consider me being like a very beverage person because I feel like more often than not, I will kind of default to having like a drink or something. I love like a coffee or a tea to sip on for a long time. And so I do tend to like keep, my peak like enjoyment or like, you know, what's the word? Like, my ideal like sitting down thing is having like a coffee or a tea water and then like maybe like a fun like little like sweet drink. So like I like having multiple drinks at once for different purposes, you know? One's for hydration, one's for enjoying a little nice drink and like having a real like relaxing thing to drink, and then, you know, warmth. Yeah, but we hear voices differently compared to other people because of the bones in the bones, you know? Yeah, the bones in our ears. I just like how my voice sounds too. Transflex slowly fading in the background. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, at least you can always voice train if you really need to, if you feel that uncomfortable with your voice. People who can manipulate manipulate their voice is very impressive to me. People like you know, including like voice actors, is very cool. I think it's very, very neat. I don't know how to like change my voice very much. I'm sure like I tried, I could probably do it, but I've never tried doing it before. So, but it's cool when people are able to like do a bunch of different voice ranges and stuff for whatever they're doing. I don't know. I guess I should try one day maybe if I ever wanted to. I can, but only when singing. Oh, cool. You have a good vocal range? That's fun. I think my vocal range is just mostly alto. I used to be soprano when I was younger, obviously, as most people are when they're younger. And then I think at like some point in some point in high school, I ended up becoming an alto, mid-tone more or less, the mid-tone range. Did opera in high school. Oh wow, cool. That's impressive, actually. That's very, very impressive. Delta and Undertale is slowly making me learn to do different voices. I love voicing the characters I'm playing. Oh, that's fine. That is nice. There's this little guy with his weird little nose that he's got going on here. I feel like I have to move the nose down a bit, though. I don't know if it's in the right place. I feel like it should go down a tiny bit. Like, just like a little bit down? Maybe? I feel like it doesn't like look right being that high up on his nose. Just a little round guy, yeah. Just a little round boy. Little creature. There he is, having the time of his life with his little drink. Drink in hand. Yippee! Okay, let's put this guy in a folder. We'll put him down where Mew was. Drink. Go over here. I'll put you down here. Okay. Let's do another guy. Wow, we're going through this pretty well today. I'm actually kind of proud of myself. 865. What is that guy? 865. Later Pokemon. Oh, Sirfetch'd. Wow. I do know this guy. I'm like semi-familiar with him because he's in the anime. So I'm like relatively familiar with this guy's deal. Is he like one of my favorites? Probably not, but he is a guy. He is for sure a creature that exists in the world. He's got some strong eyebrows. Big eyebrows. What do I do with you though? Let's see. What kind of vibe you got going on here? You're kind of a weird shape for all things considered. Like, you are unique. Creature that holds his little shield. I can't like draw him with the things too much because it'll be kind of weird to like. Wait, why is your sword so large? Good lord. Okay. Sirfetch'd, so true. He's a guy. He's for sure a guy. Creature that has many shapes on him, actually. He's got a couple of shapes on his head. He's made up of many different things. God, I don't know how to draw bird creatures very well. What do I do with him? What do I do with this little guy? What kind of pose do I put him in? What do I want to do with you? I don't know. I don't know what I do with this guy. Oh, you know what? The bottom stalk of the leek or the spring onion being a little like the root, the pommel, is so cute. I didn't register that. That's so cute. Aw. Good design. Very smart design for him. Maybe I draw him holding his little thing like this. And then his little shield goes like here. Do you have the expression he had when Dracovish bit his leek? I have to think about it. I have to think about what. I don't remember that one. I do remember the fight that they had, but I don't remember how he looked. Dracovish and what's his name? Sirfetch'd. Dracovish. What was his little face when he was fighting him? I forgot. I remember the scene though. I do remember this fight. My voice is kind of deep and slower. People usually say it suits me, but I'm more of a quiet who reads books type, you know? But now I'm wanting to, I don't know, surf and stuff, and I don't know if they'll stop asking it, but stop saying it. I mean, I think that no matter what, your voice does fit you, you know? Like, I think that, like, no matter how much people say, oh, like, I don't expect you to be expect you to be that type of person or have that personality or look or whatever, I feel like regardless, voices do fit the people that they are, you know, with, typically. So I think it's fine. I have no physical abilities at all, unfortunately. I am someone who has been an artist since I was, like, 10 years old, and so I have no physical ability to go outside and do stuff. I mean, I used to do, like, not used to, I used to like doing, like, volleyball, and I played badminton, and I played, a couple other things for funsies, but I was never someone who actually, like, you know, was able to do a lot of stuff. Because I'm, I don't know, I'm a weak person. I'm physically weak. I am, not the best. He was Sirfetch when he was practicing the one move, I forgot the name. Yeah, I remember the fight they had, but I don't remember, exactly what happened. Let me see. Sirfetch in Picklefish, fight? I remember his face. I'm trying to remember. Well, it's fine. Either way, it's okay. Yeah. I don't know if I'd ever do surfing ever in my life. Surfing seems scary. Being in the water seems scary. I like the ocean water stuff, but I'm not a big fan of ever actually, like... I'm just scared. I'm just scared. I'm just a baby. Easiest way to say that I'm a baby, and I'm scared of the water. I don't like the idea of being in open ocean or open water in general. Obviously, it's coupled with the fact that I don't know how to swim. I can backflip, but I can't swim, because I've never been taught how to swim. So, I have no skill level in swimming. I can't ride a bike either. I was a very, sheltered child, so a lot of the skills you, like, typically learn, I never learned. Because Mama Sky and Papa Sky were like, nope, actually, no thank you. Also, my parents were the type that if one of us, me and my sister, didn't want to do something, they would be, like, neither of us would do it. So, like, I used to love ballet. My sister did not like ballet, so we stopped doing ballet. So, you know, I did ballet for, like, several years, like, it was, like, a pretty integral part of my life when I was younger. You know, my sister didn't want to do it anymore, so we stopped. Unfortunately. I liked ballet a lot, though. My sister, I believe she didn't like performing in front of people, so she wanted to stop doing it. Which is funny because I used to be, well, I still am. I have stage fright. I'm not good with going up in places and having to talk. Very bad at it, actually. But my sister did like theater, and she like was on the acting side of theater. But I had pretty bad stage fright that I never did. Like I used to do stage crew for theater a lot, because I wanted to be able to do theater, but I was too scared. So it's very strange. I'm like, did you just like forget that like as a kid you didn't want to do ballet and like performances? But I don't know how I didn't mind it, but I was okay with it. Used to cheerleading when I was younger. Younger me was out of her mind. So true. I actually wanted to do cheerleading really badly when I was younger. But I realized that as someone who was the shortest person, I'd probably be a flyer. And that scared me because I didn't want to be thrown up in the air. So I decided not to not do that ever, because that was terrifying. The idea of being like sent up into the air was scary. Hello. Hi, Pluto. I recognize that name. How you doing? Hi. Whoa. How's it going? Hello. How's your day going? Welcome. How's your day? How's your Friday? Today's Friday. Sorry, my brain's always forgetful. I don't know what days are. Me when I remember schedule. Funny story is that once my brothers and I swam so far they called the police and lifeguards. And my parents cried and we were fine. That's so scary. Oh no. I can't swim. That's terrifying. Oh my god. It's just got out of work. Got you. I have comms to do. Oh, good luck on your comms. Have fun. I finished up my comms early this morning. I do have a couple things to still do, but I give myself, I have a strict working schedule, so I stop working around like 5 o'clock roughly, so that I can do other things. So I do not allow myself to do comm work after that time, and then I have weekends, so on Saturday, Sunday, I don't do work on comms either. Good luck on your comm work, though. I wish you luck. I want to play Tomodachi Life so bad. Real, I understand. I was playing the demo yesterday, and I even played, like, I think, like, so I played on stream a couple days ago, and then I played it again, yesterday a little bit to mess up with the faces. I can't wait for the game to come out for real. I wanna, I want it out now. I desperately want the game to exist right now, so badly. But alas, have to wait until April, like, something? April, like, 18th, 19th, I think, is roughly the day it's supposed to be. And so I have to wait patiently waiting. It needs to be out already. I know. I want game now. It's gonna be so much fun to stream. My BL Omega Incubation Island? Girl, real. That's so funny. Me too. Took too long away, yeah. Sky, what's your favorite Pokemon? I love Pawmi. Pawmi's my favorite Pokemon. Pawmi's my little baby, my baby boy. I love Pawmi. I love Pawmi. I love Hisui and Zorua. I love Alolan Vulpix. And, who else? Who else? Oh, Annihilate. I like Annihilate a lot too now. I think those are my 4 guys. I like mini creatures, but yes. And my little guys I want to interact with my OCs, true. Oh, do you want to know what I name my island? I briefly played it, but it's just kind of sitting on my stand by my dock right now. Oh, so true. What did you name your island? What did you name it? My island right now is just Cloud Island, because I never had like really creative names for my islands. That's it. So true. So true. What a name for an island. You know what? People were saying that the reason that they So Solar, the reason that they that people can like write whatever they want in the islands and the names is because there's no like sharing. You can't share memes. You can't upload anything up online anywhere. So because of that, they don't have to care about the censoring or like flagging anything. So anyone's like free to name whatever they want and put whatever information they want in, which I think, to be fair, is kind of smart, because like people want to be silly, right? Like part of the Tomodachi Life I can tell is like the interaction being silly and like saying whatever you want them to say. So I think obviously having, you know, no sharing or no like online like feature for it makes it a lot easier for people to be kind of silly on it and have fun. So it's pretty smart when I think about it. Makes a lot of sense. It's good. It's a good idea. This guy's like so smug, little creature. You know what? If I had negative feelings towards Sirfetch'd, I would draw him in that little like that one sad little meme where they're like on the floor and they're like crying, you know? And I draw him with his little like shield and sword on the floor and he's crying. But I like Sirfetch'd, so he doesn't get that happen to him. But imagine if I didn't like him. If I didn't like him, that would happen to him. Welcome in, Rapper. Thank you for checking in. I appreciate it. Caught stream. Yeah, you did. Good job. Welcome. How's it going? Hope your day's been good so far. I know it's early morning. So at school. Oh, well, I hope school's been fine. Hopefully school's been okay for you. I would cry and die in real time. I'm so sorry. It's a great manga according to my partner. Be like, gave it to him as a birthday gift. It's a manga? Crazy. Manga titles are crazy these days. So funny. Love that for them. I kind of wish I got into It's a BL. Oh, that makes sense. I kind of want to get into owning like physical copies of mangas and media in general. But I also don't know, like, it's so hard for me to think about like what I would actually want in my house to own. I think I'll be going now. It's getting a bit late here, 1 a.m. I have a nice night and talking. No worries. See you later, Simon. Thank you for following. I appreciate you. Have a good sleep, alright? Have a good evening. It's late. Late. Thank you for stopping by and following. I appreciate you. Oh, what? Yeah. Is something, surely. It's just funny because his corgi stole the manga once, and I was like, your corgi's stealing your yaoi? That's so funny. So real. He wants to read. You can't, you know, sometimes the dogs want to know what's going on. They want literature. They want a good story. Although a lot of BL doesn't have great stories, unfortunately. I mean, sometimes they do. Depends on which ones you pick up and, you know, maybe your, expectations and general vibe for manga. My dog found the yaoi, yeah. So funny. My sister's a big, like, physical media person, so she's a bunch of books. To be fair, she also, like, likes to read anyway, so, like, she has a lot of them in general. And her bookshelf at her apartments, like, they are all, both of them are, like, so filled. And it does make me like, maybe I should like get into like reading some stuff and owning some books and stuff like that. I like to own some things sometimes, but then again, like if I ever move, you know what I mean? It's gonna be a pain in the butt to have to move everything. So yeah. It's just funny. It's not as a new Berry Metal in literature. So true. So true. My dog from the yeah, it almost sounds like it could be a manga title, honestly, with some things that I've seen. So true. So true. So real. My dog found the yaoi. There's this really good, unrelated, but I guess not, I mean, no, it is unrelated, but it made me think of it. There's this good anime that came out a little while ago that was called, like, what was it? Her Rain or something? What was it? Hold on, let me see what this is. It was basically about, like, this like, writer who found a tanuki on the side of, like, the you know, a street or whatever. And it's so, like, healing and cute and silly. Her Rain or something? Manga? Sorry, anime? What is it called? Oh, With You in the Rain? Yeah. It's very cute. It's a very nice, like, wholesome little, like, slice of life-y type of anime that was, like, really fun to watch and just, like, kind of enjoy. And the little, creature was so silly. The little, tanuki was adorable. It's a good one. I like that one a lot. Hisuku took the Hachiware I gave him, the yaoi, and also his can of air from Mount Fuji. That dog has a plan! My god! Kleptomaniac. Crazy. Puppy with a job, or with crime background. That's so silly. What is that dog plotting? Girl, I don't know. He's doing something. He's got plans. He's got things he's gotta do. Couldn't tell you what they are, but I'm sure it's something. Grand larceny? True. True. You're right about that. So funny. I mean, at least you know that your dog has the same taste as you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of nice to think about that your pet creature, like things that you like. At least you guys, like, if ever, like, your dog got turned into, like, you know, if ever his dog got turned into, like, a real person, at least they know they would actually hang out. Because, like, they like the same things. Like, imagine if your animal turned into, like, a human being and you'd have to talk to them. And you find out they like nothing you like, and, like, what do you do then? Like, how do you hang out with them? You, like, you can't do much with your dog. Or your friend now. So at least you know that, like, they like the same stuff. So, that if ever in the world that, you know, turned into a person, you guys could still hang out. It'd be great. I'd be concerned if my dog, like, spammed Centena. I mean, you never know. Fujoing out. Imagine if your dog was like that. That'd be great. You know? I don't know. I'm trying to think of what I'm super into that I would be surprised if my dog, if, like, my pet liked. I don't have any pets, but, like, I imagine, like, you know, I'm trying to think of, like what it would be. Honestly, if I like an artsy cat, that'd be so funny. You'd be so funny. A cat that enjoy drawing muscular men. Be hilarious. His dog has a prize stash in his crate, and that's how my partner finds it. I just think it's so funny because I was like, so your corgi's a Fujo Chikawa enjoyer and like likes weird trinkets? I mean, hey, perfect. An incredible dog, honestly. That's the kind of dog that I have in me, you know? That's the dog that I have in me. Fujo manga stealing dog. It's me. Okay, there we go. It's really funny to meet actual Fujos in real life, though, sometimes, because, like, I kind of primarily engage with media online, and a lot of people that I meet are online, right? So, like, when you meet people like that in real life, it's really funny, because, like, you just kind of forget that people are actually like that in real life. Because, like, obviously I do consume like, BL content in general, but I'm not, like, someone who's, like, super into it actively. Like, nothing against it, I just don't, like, you know, I am too busy to consume proper content all the time. So when I meet people who are, like, playing New Carnival in the middle of a coffee shop, I'm like, wow, whoa, you exist. This is when they say corgis have big personalities. So true. So true. This is a little guy. I drew him kind of. He does exist a little bit. This guy's like a little bit interesting. That reminds me, you draw a 10 and then gesture outfit I made for more. Yeah. Art time. Yippee art. I have to make sure this guy looks like the same way that he's supposed to look. I need to look angrier. Make sure he looks angry when I actually line this out a little bit more. Yeah. Kind of like trying to think like what manga I'd want to own in real life. And I think that like maybe it would be Fruits Basket, if anything. I do love, like, that's like one of my favorite animes when I was younger. And so I feel like that would be like a soft spot for it. Be like, I would really enjoy having a Fruits Basket manga. I'm trying to think of what else that I really enjoyed when I was younger that I would like want to have in my house. I don't know. You know what I am enjoying a lot? You and I are polar opposites. That anime is so cute. I would consider reading the manga. Oh, you know what also is really good? Skip to Loafer, or Skip and Loafer? That one's really good. I would actually want to read the manga really badly. That one seems like it would be like really good to read. Yes, yeah. Those are some good stories. I saw the manga. Oh, really? Do you like it? Is it good? Have you been enjoying it? Yeah? Man, I gotta read more manga overall. I will be honest, the only manga I do read is a lot of BL manga. Whenever I do the chance to, it'll be BL manga. Because, like, a lot of times they're, like, much shorter. So they're less of a commitment to read. Because it's, like, normally like, one volume or whatever. And so, I'm able to kind of get through them a bit faster. And so, obviously, it gives me more time to do other things. So I rarely am able to, like, read a proper, full thing. But I do kind of want to get into reading more, like, actual long-term, like, manga. I did read, like, when Dandadan was super popular, I read the entirety of Dandadan, like, up to its current, like, the point where it had, like, a hiatus. And I really enjoyed reading it, actually. It was very good. I'm in the middle of easily 20 mangas at the moment. Oh my goodness. See, I don't know if I could do that. That's, like, so much to think about. And, like, keep, like, note of in your brain. I don't know if I could do that. That's a lot of manga. One of my friends is a big manga reader. They consume a lot of content, and I don't know. That's a lot. It's a lot to like catch up with. Welcome back from ads, everyone. Hello. We're just talking about manga still. I say, how's it goes? The Pokemon. Oh, hello, Arthur. Going well. Pokemon is going well. We're just drawing creature right now, and talking about manga. How's your day going, Arthur? We drew so far. It's been Mew. Oh, go down. Here. It's been Mew and this little guy. I forgot what this guy's named. Quilladin? I forget, something like that. But here's Mew and then, yeah, Quilladin. He's drinking a little boba, having a treat, having a little snack for himself. He's enjoying his little snack. How's your day going, Arthur? How's your Friday going? Having a good one? Hopefully day's been nice and chill. Yeah, it is, but the particular brand of autism makes it easier. So true, girl. So true. Real. Have you gotten to draw a Garchomp yet? I have not. We haven't gotten to a lot of the more popular Pokemon, actually. My randomizer is saying, no, actually, you're gonna draw a bunch of ones that you don't know particularly at all. Got little pieces of work done here and there. Nice, that's good. That's good. Surfetch is funny. I have pretty positive thoughts on him. I think he's very silly because he was in the anime, and I do think he's very, very funny. Funny little creature. I'm waiting for Calyrex gets chosen. He's gonna be one of my hated creatures. Why does he look like that? Why is he like that? Why is his head like that? Why is that flower on his head? I don't know. I don't like him. He makes me upset. You must let me know when you get Garchomp might go. I will. I'll let you know. I will. Whenever, as soon as I get him, as soon as I roll him, I'll let you know. So mean to him? Yeah, well, maybe he should have considered not looking like that. I don't know. Maybe he should have thought about it before he existed the way he does. Like, I'm sure the Pokemon Company and whoever's, like, making the creatures had, like, a reason for him looking that way. Like, I'm sure there was a reason. I just hate him. I don't hate him as much as I hate Patrat, but I don't love his existence. It's not his fault he was born that way. It's not his fault. It's not. But it doesn't mean that I have to like him. Theization and a Zoro pose? Does he have... Oh, is that the one with the sword in mouth, question mark? Sorry, I'm still like pretty unfamiliar with all the Pokemon. Yes, gotcha. That's the sword dog and from Sword and Shield, yeah? Sword dog from that? I think. Hopefully, surely. Surely my memory serves me right somewhat. Every day I get better at remembering Pokemon though, I promise. It does happen. I am getting smarter and smarter. Sword dog, yippee! It's crazy because I feel like when I first started getting into Pokemon, I didn't like think I could ever actually know the Pokemon names because I was like, there's too many. There's way too many, and I have like 10 plus years to like catch up on Pokemon names. But honestly, the more you see them, and because they're so distinct, it's not that difficult to remember a lot of the guys because like you're like, oh yeah, they're just so, you know, they're just there, and you remember them after a while. Station is the blue sword dog, and from Pokemon Sword, gotcha. That's him for real. Little creature. I don't want a snack. I don't have any snacks though. I have some snacks. I forgot I have mochi ice cream. Oh my god. Joyous day. I have ice cream in the fridge. Joyous day. Day full of happiness and freedom for me. When I finish stream, I will go get a mochi ice cream to enjoy. Is there any part of your brain that stores knowledge of Pokemon that only activates when you see a Pokemon? Honestly, very true. What flavor? Just vanilla. Is vanilla mochi ice cream. I do like vanilla flavors a lot of times. I know people like tend to like not like 'cause it's kind of boring, and I do accept like to an extent I kind of agree, but I do like a lot of vanilla stuff by default. Like I do enjoy vanilla. It's a good flavor. It's a good one. It's just nice. It's not trying to do too much. It's not trying to be anything too much. It's just, you know, it is what it is. And I love it for that. I think it's great for it just existing the way it needs to exist. Oh, oops. I have mango and brown sugar. Oh, that sounds really good, actually. Sounds really nice. Mango and brown sugar. Mango is good. Although, honestly, like, I kind of prefer to have, like, mango juice or, like, plain mangoes over having mango-flavored things all the time. I don't mind a lot of, like, mango-flavored stuff, but I do prefer, like, an actual, you know, fruit over it. More often than not. Oh, man. Mangoes are they a summer fruit? Surely they're, like, a summer fruit. I would like to have some soon. Mango is good. Mango is probably one of my favorite fruits to eat. Like, my favorite fruit flavor-wise is a raspberry, but they're annoying to eat, so I don't enjoy eating them. But mangoes are really easy to eat, and they are always, like, pretty good. So those are my, like, a fruit that I can enjoy eating and also enjoy the flavor of. Like, blackberries are annoying to eat, and not blueberries. Blackberries, raspberries are, like, not fun to eat, but they're good flavors. And then there is, what else? I like cherries. Cherries are very good. I do enjoy a lot of cherry flavored things and cherries to eat in general. Pomegranates are one that I love the flavor of, but I hate eating them. I love pomegranate stuff, but they are just such a pain to eat. I do love them. They are good. Pomegranates are really nice. Mini fruit. I love fruit. You know, so when I was a bit younger, I used to hate when people thought that I was like unhealthy or I didn't like fruits and vegetables because I'm kind of like I have like pretty bad eating habits. So everyone's like, oh, like you don't like any like actual vegetables. Like, no, I love vegetables. I eat a lot of vegetables. I love them. I just have bad eating habits because I'm lazy. There's no other reason. I'm just bad at, you know, making food for myself. Oh no, Solar. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, man. Uh-oh. You gotta get the spray. You gotta get spray on them. Awful, awful thing that exists in the world. I'm so sorry. Good luck. Good luck. My favorite thing is to get when I go out with my friends for boba is raspberry juice with mango poppers. That does sound really good, honestly. That sounds like very, very good. I actually really enjoy the popping bubbles in boba. My sister loves getting boba drinks but not getting boba in them, which I think is really funny to me. I don't what's it called? I don't blame her because I can kind of understand some people don't like it, but I love boba. But I also do enjoy the popping ones as well. Only cold drink I like? Real! Although I also get hot drinks when I go, mostly when I get boba. But if I were to get like sometimes I would get like a smoothie slash slushy type of thing. So I haven't had boba like ever. That's surprising actually. Is it just like not a thing for you, but like where you're at? Not a common place to get them? That is unfortunate though. I have like what, 5 boba places within walking distance for me. To be fair, when I was in high school, there wasn't that many of them. There's like 1, and when it opened up, it was like, oh my god, wow, place that exists. And then slowly, little by little, there's like a bunch more, and I'm like, wow, I don't think we need more of this, but okay. Very, very cool. It's fine. I understand. Although one of them did close down like not semi-recently, but like last year-ish maybe? Check donut places near you. So true. I probably have like not that many, honestly. I know like obviously there's a Dunkin' Donuts somewhere nearby. There's a lot of grocery stores where I live, so there's a bunch of them that have those. Like a lot of like bakeries in grocery stores that have like donuts and stuff, but I have 1 million boba places. It is a thing, I just haven't had it because I never want boba today. That's fair. I got super into boba when I was in high school. Like, it was a big thing for me when I was in high school. And I used to get, like, almost every other day because I'd walk home from school and it'd be, like, right there on the way from school. So I'm like, okay, cool, treat. And also, like, as a high schooler, it's very easy to go get that with your friends. It's, like, the go-to thing because I'm like, well, you know, what else can you do? Welcome in, Lucian. Hi, thank you for following. How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Sup with it? Hi, Citricos. How's it going? Welcome. How's your day? How's the vibes? Yeah, there's a ton around me, yeah. I do love donuts, actually. That is, like, one of, like, the things I also really enjoy. When I was younger, so I love Boston cream donuts. Those are, like, my favorite donuts ever. And so when I was younger, what my dad used to do is whenever I was upset or he wanted to bribe me, he'd get me donuts. So it's really funny. He used to always, like, whenever I was having, like, whenever I was moody or annoyed or whatever, he would get me a donut. Or when he was trying to get me to do something, he'd be like, oh, you want to get donuts on our way? And I'm like, okay. Because I used to be very easily bribed with food. To be fair, I probably am pretty easily bribed with food. You can ask me to go get something. I'm like, okay, sure, why not? Food. I solo queued Deadlock today so bad. That's your goat. Don't solo queue Deadlock. You never do that. Why would you do that? That's never a good idea. No. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's just never fun. You never get a good game. I will be so honest with you. You'll never get a good game. I used to like donuts, now they're too sweet for me. That's fair. Good, doing a little cleaning before work. I checked out your Vegan stuff when I saw your Twitch. Your work is lovely. Oh, thank you, Lucian. I appreciate it. Thank you. That's so sweet. Thank you for checking out my work. Well, welcome in. I hope your cleaning gets done pretty well. I did some cleaning earlier this week, so good luck on your cleaning. I want to get good so my friends can have more fun when I play with them. It's fine. I have fun playing the game anyways, even if I do get sad. It's not going to be anyone's fault, but just the game's fault. You're good. As long as I have friends to play games with, I'm happy, honestly. I'm just happy to have friends to hang out with. I remember some taiyaki now. Oh, that sounds so good. Taiyaki's good. Honestly, any like pastry that has like a filling in it is always good. I'm really sad though because a lot of times I do like a lot of like I think it's buapong. Buapong is like a Korean type of thingy, and I like the way it tastes a lot. But they do sometimes have like different fillings in them, and I prefer like just custard fillings for stuff. And the same with like taiyaki, they have like red beans sometimes in it, and I kind of just prefer like a custard filling for things. I love custard fillings. I just like custards. I like puddings and custards and flan. Those are like my favorite things to eat. I love things like that. So I know they get kind of sad because I'm like, I want this thing, but not with like red bean in it, or not with like whatever other fillings. I'm like, I just want a custard. When I was younger, I got my 4 front teeth pulled out when I was a kid. And that's, well, one, that's why they're super sensitive anyways. But regardless, I got them pulled out when I was younger. And for like a good while, I could only eat custards and like soft stuff. And so I think I just enjoy custards a lot. I'm a big fan of them. Custard is good. Hello. Hello, how's it going, Snakebite? How's your day? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're talking about treats. Damn, no teeth, Sky. Yeah, as a little baby, so what happened? I think I've told the story before. When I was like significantly younger, I want to say like maybe like it might have been pre like kindergarten age. I might have been like 4 or something. I don't remember. I was very young. We had a media stand type of thing that was for for our TV, like a TV stand. And on top of the top layer shelf of it, there was like pictures on it. And I wanted to grab a photo of something, whether it was me or whatever. I wanted to grab a photo from there. And so I was using this little like stool to drag it across the ground and use it to get up higher. And when I put when I was holding the stool, I think I bumped, like I was holding with like both arms out, like you know, like this. Like I was holding it like this, and stool was in my hand like this. So I was holding the stool like that. And I guess I must have bumped into something so that it like knocked forward onto my mouth, and it chipped like my front tooth, and it hurt. And so my mom took me to the dentist, and I don't know why, because they didn't have to remove 4 of them, but they did. They removed 4 of my front teeth. Don't know why they did that. They didn't have to, I'm pretty sure. It was very strange. So yeah. I'm doing good, thank you for asking. Of course. The place I get them from has custard, red bean, and Nutella. Nice. Oh damn, ow, yeah. It was not a good time. Didn't enjoy that they did that to me. But yeah, I remember I like just got custard and ice cream and popsicles for like the remainder of time that I had them. So I like custard a lot. Big fan of custard. My mom used to make a lot of custard for me when I was younger. My parents, like, my mom, which, you know, she's an incredible woman when it comes to being a good mother. When I was younger, I was a very picky eater. And so a lot of times my mom would end up making food for me, my sister, and my dad, all separately, different meals. And because I was so picky, a lot of times my mom would have like a couple of default food for me. And one of them was custard. It was custard, porridge, and pancakes, because I would say yes to all those 3 anytime if I was like, no matter what. So my mom would oftentimes be like, okay, Sky, do you want custard? And I'm like, yeah. So I ate a lot of custard as a kid. Custard and pancakes and a lot of porridge. Lots and lots of porridge. And to this day, it's still like my mom's default. If I'm like sick or whatever, she's like, do you want some porridge, Sky? So those are like my things that I'm very much... I like nowadays. Are you a fan of eggnog? I've had eggnog before. I've had some eggnog in the past. I like it, yeah. I don't know if I'm like, it's like my favorite thing ever, but I do enjoy it. It's pretty nice. I like it. We ended up not having class to submission of midterms, so class will be now Bonnie 101. So true. Speaking of the dentist, I used to go there all the time because I used to have braces. I remember I had to get my jaw expanded, I think. I didn't get to feel the top part of my inside of my mouth for a long time. Ooh, yikes. That does not sound good or fun. Your jaw expanded. Yikes. Now I want to make custard pie. Do it! I love custards. Oh, I love custard stuff. Like, I love, they have these, like, Boston cream, like, pie cakes that they used to have at, like, some grocery stores, and I used to love those. Just any, like, custard filling is good, you know? I love custard stuff. Now I want a custard thing. The closest I have right now is I have coffee jelly, but that's, like, not a flan. I love flan, too. Those are just good things. Creme brulee, like one of my favorite desserts as well, because it's like a custard. It's basically like, you know, a cold custard, with a torch top on top of it. So, but I love creme brulee. I used to, when I was younger, I used to legitimately go, so Nordstrom has like cafes inside of them. I used to go to this Nordstrom cafe because they used to sell, creme brulee, and I would spend like $6 on a creme brulee every time I went to the mall because I used to love it so much. I'm like, I just want... Because, like, you don't, like, you can't get creme brulee that easily anywhere, really. Like, it does exist places, but, like, you know, you have to go, like, to, like, an actual place to eat and, like, not have, like, a treat, you know? So, also, like, a lot of, boba places have, like, pudding as a topping. And so a lot of times when I was younger, I used to just, like, put pudding in every drink that I would buy. Because I'm like, I just want pudding. I just want the pudding part of the drink, and that's it. So, you know. Many things that I like. I think it's funny because I feel like my tastes haven't really changed that much over time. I definitely have liked a lot. I've gotten to like more things than I used to. I'm less picky than I used to be. And that's like been like maybe the last 5 years has become like a thing where I've gotten less picky with food, or at least I've been a bit more like brave with food. Because I'm quite texture averse. Yeah, texture averse? Is that the word I'm looking for? Yeah. And so a lot of times I wouldn't really want to eat a lot of things because I didn't like the texture of them. So nowadays, also if I don't know what's in food, I tend to be not super into it. Also, how's it going, Anonymous? Hello. Hi. Surfetch, it looks so valiant. Yeah, I'm trying my best to make him look nice. How's it going? Also, not the taste of a 12-year-old, okay? I don't like not knowing what's in my food, okay? I don't know. I gotta know what's in it. If I'm gonna eat something, I have to know what's in it, and I tend to, you know, get a little bit weird about it. But now I've been a bit better. I'm not as intense about it. I still will probably be a little bit averse to eating a lot of things, but I'm not as bad. Make yourself is not that hard. I know, actually, I bought ramekins to make it myself. I just haven't done it yet. I should at some point. I just haven't, I've yet to actually make the time for it. You know what's a really good dessert though? Sticky toffee pudding. That's so good. I had it at a restaurant, like maybe a year ago, and I've been thinking about that, and so I bought dates, because you have to use so the dates to be able to use it. I'm sorry, to make it. And I really want to make them because it's so good. That is such a good dessert. The texture and the flavor, and it's so good. I like legitimately wanted to buy and I have one now. I wanted to get a what is it called? Food processor, because you have to like squish, what is the word? You have to like mix up the dates to make them like fine textured. And so I wanted to buy one just so I can make this one dessert. I do have one because my mom got me one, so I have to make at some point make it so that I can actually like, yeah, I did this thing. What did I do? Oh, what happened? There we go. Some textures are bad, and sometimes you need something soft and hear it crunch, and the next thing you know, you're no longer hungry. Exactly. Yeah, that's like a big thing. Having one expectation for a texture and getting a different texture in the process is evil. Evil. Tremendously evil. I don't like that. That is like the worst thing ever. It is so uncomfortable to be surprised with the texture that you don't expect, which is also times why I don't like a lot of cakes that have things in them. Like a lot of cakes will be like, oh, there's like, you know, like chunks of this like one fruit, and I'm like, no, I don't want chunks of fruit in my cake unless it's in the icing and I can see it and I know it's in there. No, thank you. I don't want them mixed into the cake. That is uncomfortable. Same with like having nuts in cakes and stuff. I'm like, if I know it's in there and I am okay with it, then it's fine. But a lot of times I'm like, no. Yucky. No, thank you. Not a fan. That's not how it should work. Not intended that way. Yeah. I'm a very texture person. Just by default. It really is I don't know, it's not like a bad thing. I feel like it's fine that I'm like that, but I try to be a bit more open with trying a bunch of new things a bit more nowadays. I've been a bit better with it. Still a little bit difficult with some textures where I'm like, I don't want to try it. But you know, number one way for me to try something new is by like going to a restaurant and then I have to eat them because I'm in front of other people. So that is like one of my go-to things to be like, okay, I'll try a new thing somewhere that I'm kind of curious about if I'm with other people so that I can try it out. Nuts and cookies okay with me, but yes, cake has to be just cake, yeah. I don't love nuts and cookies either, but sometimes it's okay. It kind of depends, but I oftentimes prefer like one texture for food. Unless it's like a very good, like, I don't know. It just depends if I'm familiar with them or whatever. It just is kind of a, who knows? Kind of depends. Wait, let me change the way I'm sitting right now, because I'm kind of uncomfortable. This food talk noodles, I haven't had dinner. Please go eat something. Consume food is important. You need to eat so that you are full of energy. Sorry, excuse me, and are real. I ate before stream? What did I make? I made a grilled cheese before stream. I do need to make proper food. I'll probably make something actual real in a little bit, after stream. I don't know what I'll make, but I'll make food. I do have this, like, one instant thing that I wanted to try that I bought from, H-Mart. It's like a... what's it called? It's like, an instant soup thingy? So maybe I make that? I don't know. It's like a frozen food soup preparation thingy that I was kind of curious about. Why can't I just plug myself into a wall and charge like a phone? Honestly, I wish. I wish as well, but no. You do have to put food into your body, fuel up as a person. I do empathize heavily, though. I like food a lot. I love to eat stuff, okay? I promise you. I do enjoy eating. I think it's fun. I love food. I just hate the process of thinking about food and making food. I enjoy getting food. I like eating. I like a good meal. It's just that everything else is like... Why must it take 1 million years to decide what to eat and what you actually want to eat and what you're in the mood for? Reminds me that I need to get my sourdough started out of the fridge to make bread this weekend. Ooh, fun! Bread! Yippee! I've kind of always wanted to make bread from scratch. I did it once when I was younger in, like, elementary school. I think first grade we did it for, like, a class thingy. So I've done it before, but I've never, like, done it since then. Hello, Sinisters. Was it you that donated on Ko-fi, by the way? I saw it after stream. Was that you? Me when I look at you? Was that you? Did you do that? Was that you? Was that you? Did you do that to me? Was that you? If it was you, I appreciate it. It's very kind. Thank you for going on to my Ko-fi. It's crazy. It's very thoughtful. It's very sweet of you. Possibly me when I look at you. Thank you. It's very thoughtful. I appreciate you. Mwah. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I should use my Ko-fi a bit more real. Like, I haven't, like... There was a while that I wanted to put stuff on Ko-fi for real and do stuff with it, but I never really did. And I really should at some point. Try to make it a bit more of a real thing. I feel like I juggle like 100 things at once, and it's kind of hard to pay enough attention to everything, which is like not great. I need to be like a bit more, what's the word I'm looking for? A bit more, organized? Or like, I'm trying to, what is the word I'm looking for? Like, I want to be able to do a bunch of things at once. Maybe preview some stuff you're working on. True, true. I do that. Have some previews of stuff that I'm doing. That'd be a good idea. Alright, let's see who's the next guy. Give me a fun guy. Okay. 458. 458. 458. What is that? Oh! You are so freaking cute. Hello, little guy. Oh my god. You are so freaking cute. Wait, I love him. Oh my god, baby. Baby thing. I love you. You're adorable. Baby thing, baby thing, baby thing. Guys, baby thing. Oh, oops. Put the wrong thing. Yeah, baby. Baby thingy. He's so cute. Oh, Mintek, he's a friend. He is a friend. He's so freaking cute. I love him. Aww, I've never seen this little guy before. He's adorable, baby. What do I do with him? How do I make you... Maybe... What do I do with you? I want to make you look cute. Can I put him like under a little blanket? I saw a pizza, it's better than nothing. Pizza, that's good. Very true. Food is important. I bet Mintek would make a good plushie to choose a soft fluff, make it a pillow. Honestly, he would be. He'd be a great pillow. Frisbee boy? Hi, Euler. Frisbee boy. What do I do with you? Can I tuck you into a blanket? But like, it would be weird to put you in a blanket, though. I want to make him look cute. What do I do with you? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? How was your Friday, Euler? Having a good day? Hopefully. What do I do? I want to make him look really cute. I don't know. Should he be added to the Pokemon Hat Club? Should he get a hat? What kind of hat should I give him? What little hat will he get? He's so cute though. Oh my god. This guy's adorable. I have like such love for this little creature that I just met. Someone's added an overlay to it? They did, yeah. Maybe a sun hat? I kind of want to give him a little sleepy hat, you know? Like a little night hat. A little nighttime hat. Like a little sleepy nighttime hat. Like the honk shoo me hat, you know? EP hat? EP boy, EP hat? Yeah, exactly. Little EP boy. Oh, he's so cute. Where is he from? What game is he from? Is he like one of the original guys? I don't think he is, right? He's got to be like a newer guy. Surely. He's really cute though. I want to make him look cute. I want to give him like a little... Can I give him like a little plushie of a little creature? He's like holding a little creature, little guy. Maybe a tinier version of him. Would that be weird to hold a tiny version of yourself as a plushie? What is a guy that I can pair him with? What is a guy that I can pair him with that won't be weird? Because I was gonna give him himself, but that might be kind of strange to have a plushie of yourself. A Remoraid? Remoraid. What's Remoraid? Who's that? Remoraid. Apparently originally from Diamond and Pearl. Oh, interesting. Are they friends? Is Remoraid and this guy friends? Are they friends? Are they buddies? Remoraid is smart. Mantine is from Gen 4. It's a baby Pokemon that evolves into Gen 2 Pokemon Mantine. Mantine. Fun! Manta Ray Pokemon are cute. Mantines are cool. They're really neat. I don't know too much about them, but if I remember correctly, what is their evolution line? I'm trying to remember in real life. Sorry, I'm trying to think of what their like past history evolutionary wise is. I forgot. I have watched a video on them before. Welcome in, Chiching. Hope you have a good one. Enjoy your lick. They have like an interesting evolutionary thing where like they evolved like uniquely from fish because they went sideways instead of going up and down like fishes like fins go. You know what I mean? You need a Remoraid to evolve Mantech. Oh, interesting. Neat. Welcome in, Dahlia, by the way. Okay, I have him hold him like how do you hold him? How would you hold him with this little guy in your hand? How would he work? I don't know. Thank you for checking in, Oily. Thank you. I'm gonna give him a pillow though. I'm gonna put like a pillow behind him and a pillow over here. Can you tell when I like a Pokemon I'm more willing to put more extra effort into them? Can you tell the moment that I like a Pokemon, like, okay. You want me to draw 7 different things for you? Sure. Whatever you say, little baby. Yes. Listen. I can't help it. I love when something is cute, alright? I am a very favoritism person, alright? I'm not ashamed to say that. Favoritism is the way I live my life. Cries over Hitmonlee. Listen, he was fine. He got his full look. He became Luffy. It's fine. Kentel looks like Calyrex. I'm very biased towards my favorite Pokemons. I get it. Yeah, exactly. Listen. If I like something, it becomes wonderful to me, and I will put in the effort for little creatures. If I don't care for it, well, out of luck. Sorry. Although, to be fair, if I don't like a Pokemon either, they do get drawn in fun ways. So at least I spend some time making them look kind of funny. So there is that, okay? I give you guys at least that much. I'm very biased against the ones I despise. Toad School. So true. So true. Whee. How do I'm gonna just draw you like this. Like he's like under your little fin here. Like that? Maybe? Can Calyrex be in the dead Peter Griffin post when he eventually shows up? If I can figure out how to do that, sure. If I can figure out how to conceptualize drawing that as a Pokemon, for sure. If I can't, it'll be something similar, probably. I can't imagine I'll know how to do that specifically, but I can try. I can surely try. Give him a little blanket. Does that make sense for you to have a little blanket? Is this kind of... So I'm trying to draw out this look before I kind of fully commit to it. I have nothing against people who like it, but the way it runs freaks me out, and Tentacle already exists, and I'm horribly biased in favor of Gen 1. So fair. So fair. The way he runs is very funny. I think it doesn't freak me out, but it's hilarious. I have no animosity towards Toad School specifically. He just is kind of a guy that exists. I think he's kind of ugly, but he's okay. I don't hate him as much as I hate Patrat and Calyrex. Calyrex? Am I saying that name right, by the way? I know I'm probably not saying it correct, but I'm trying my best. I'm trying to see if this makes him look cute or not. I have to make sure that it's cute first before I actually commit to this pose for him. Oh, no, he's cute. He's very cute. This is a very cute version of him. I wasn't sure if I was gonna like it or not, but he's very cute. He's just sleeping. Okay, let me commit to making his face look nice and everything. Pokemon names do not have official pronunciations. Pronunciation? I mean, I guess they, but in the anime, do they not, technically? Is there not, like, an official pronunciation, like, from show? Eyes are, like, over here, I think. You're in here? They definitely do in the anime because Pokemon say their names? Yeah. Pokemon say name. You know, for a while I thought it was weird that Pokemon say their names, but then I realized that it's probably because Pokemon are named after what they say. And now that makes more sense than being confused by that. That sounds about right, you know? Like, technically, like, the ancient Egyptians called cats after their name. Like, meow, mew, you know? Because I think cats are M-A-I-U or something like that, or M-A-I-U? So, like, that's, you know, Pokemon. Some Pokemon are pronounced differently at different points in the anime. That's fair. That's fair. You know, I wonder if I should maybe not have him hold this creature and maybe just have him, like, sitting next to him. That might be better. Like, maybe... Do we like him holding it, or do I want to put him, like, over here and, like, he just sitting in the bed with him? I don't know. I don't know. Right, perhaps under the nightcap would be silly? He could be under the nightcap, but it'd be kind of strange to put him up. I feel like I would have drawn him, like, front-facing creature. It'd be a little bit weird, I think. You look kind of strange. I wonder if I should have the hat, go forward instead of going backwards. Like, it goes like... Oh, wrong brush. Like, oh god. Like that? Like... Bonk. That's better. That's cuter, I think, if it goes, like, on top of his little face like that. It's a tiny bit cuter. Little creature. Listen, antenna. So true, it kind of does. Little nightcap. Sleepy little baby. You get this, like, angle right for this little guy. Kind of tough to draw this properly. This guy's really cute, though. Man, water Pokemon are really nice. There's some that I really like, some that I really don't like, but that's just because, you know, sea creatures are weird in general, so, like, obviously there's gonna be a lot of them that I'm like, this is not my favorite little creature. But, it's, I don't know, fun. Sometimes I wish I was smarter with biology, and that I cared enough about science, because I feel like it'd be really cool to think about, like, Pokemon like on a biological level. Like, thinking about their actual anatomy and everything, how they work and everything. That was a cool thing. And I'm sure plenty of people who are much more than me have done it before. Like anglerfish? Yeah, true. Sea creatures are scary. Sometimes they are very scary. But anglerfish are pretty small overall. They're tiny little creatures. They're just scary because we always see, like, very high definition, like, big photos of them, but they're pretty small. Overall. I do think the way they mate is hilarious to me, because the male anglerfish just kind of dies. A lot of male creatures in, like nature get the short end of the stick quite often. A lot of them just die. I was gonna bring that up. A lot of them just kind of die. It's quite unfortunate, like mantises. Yeah, it's just kind of like, damn, short end of the stick. It's not a good look for them. I feel pretty bad. The 3D Pokemon app on 3DS, it had voice lines saying their names for each entry, and they weren't at all the same as show pronunciation. Oh, interesting. Mantis eaten alive while mating. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of spiders will eat their mates. I know this one guy who had tarantulas, like a YouTuber, and he used to have to like manually take out the male spider, and watch them just to make sure they didn't die. And I think that's so unfortunate. Nature is crazy. Sometimes nature is very crazy. It also makes me sad because a lot of times a lot of animals will eat their young if they're not going to be viable to like survive without like a lot of help, and that's really depressing. But like I get why, because like you know survival of the fittest and whatever. But it's like, man, it's so sad. Like, a lot of times animals will, like, kind of leave behind, like, you know, ones that have gotten hurt or whatever, because it's, like, more energy to take care of, you know, what's it called? Like, a injured creature, or, like, a weaker creature. But it's just so sad. Doesn't mean it's, like, you know, any less unfortunate and like sad thing to hear about for creatures. But yeah, nature is interesting. I always find it interesting when people don't like have any interest in nature to an extent. Like people who don't care at all to learn about animals at all, like just like even like passing random information. Because I feel like nature is so crazy. I love watching documentaries on a lot of like creatures and stuff. Was like my favorite thing ever was like the National Geographic channel on TV when I was younger too, and like I don't know, cool things. Nature is cool, scary and cool. There's this tiny little frog that looks like an alligator. You guys know that? Isn't that cool? Let me find a photo of him. Hold on. Frog with alligator head. Okay, that's all I'm looking for. Hold on. Frog with... What is it? Like, what is it? Hold on. Where is he? There's like a weird little frog creature that has like a little weird snout on him. I sent it to my sister, but I don't remember what it was. Dang it. It's like a weird little... Maybe it's a toad? Question mark? I don't think I'll be able to find it right now. Oh well. It does exist. It's a creature. It is a creature that exists in the world. Very, very interesting things. I had a class in university that spent a lot of time like talking about animals and like evolution stuff. I think it's very fun to learn about. It's like why one of my favorite YouTubers, he's like a guy that talks a lot about like you know, biology and like there's a person on YouTube that actually like that I like as well called I think the Octopus Lady, and she does a lot of like nature deep sea and sea creature videos and talks about like their like proper evolution line and like proper biology. It's very, very cool. Super neat. Super neat YouTuber. I like a lot of those ones. My YouTube is like 50-50 sea creature videos and then a lot of times like silly little game videos. Welcome in. Let me join you. What a name. How's it going? How's your Friday going? Hope you have a good Friday so far. Hope you have a good weekend as well. Thank you for following. Welcome in, welcome in. We're drawing little creature, and he has a little friend in his hands. Little baby guy. Mouth. This guy's really cute. I feel like I could really draw, like, this little creature all the time. He'd be so easy to draw. Like, in a good way. Like, he's easy to draw in a good way. Working weekends? Oh, I'm sorry. That sucks. Well, I hope that it goes okay. That's unfortunate, though. I am so sorry to hear. Working on the weekends is unfortunate. I always feel bad when, like, I say that to somebody and they do work on weekends. I'm like, oh man, that is not a weekend then. Although, I'm sure you have, like, your own weekends, right? You have, like, a good time for, like, a proper weekend during the week? Surely, right? Because I have some friends who, like, don't work on, like, Monday and Tuesday for stuff sometimes, so... To read, there are a lot of Pokemon that have pronunciations from official sources, but they don't go out of their way to make them all consistent. At the end of the day, all that really matters is that it's clear which guy you're talking about. True. The geographic about Duduo video. I think I did see like is it that one like super hyper realistic? Oh, sorry, like semi-realistic art videos of them like interacting, where they like are in the desert. Because I've seen that before. And that guy does really good videos. They're very cool. A very big fan of them. Very, very big fan of them. Sometimes I feel like when people do Pokemon, like realistic Pokemon stuff, it can kind of go a bit weirdly, but they have always been like really well done. Because I know sometimes it's just kind of hard to like translate the textures of Pokemon in real life without looking too like uncanny valley kind of. But those ones are pretty good. They do a pretty good job of them. It doesn't look too uncomfortable to look at. Because I've seen people who do like some renders of Pokemon, and it's just like, I don't know. Because they keep the cartoony like proportions of Pokemon, but then they have like hyper realistic like textures for them, and it just reads kind of strange. So when someone's able to 3D model them and animate them in a way that doesn't make it look too bizarre, it's really nice. It's like, wow, good job. Because even sometimes like Detective Pikachu was a bit jarring a little bit sometimes with like the way that he looked in the movie, because he was a very bright, very furry creature, very rendered fur creature. I'm gonna give him little spots because like a lot of manta rays have spots on there, so I'm gonna give his little hat some spots. I know it could fly by rotating its two heads. Apparently that is part of its thing. I did not know that either. It's very strange. I do love sometimes, a lot of times like creatures will have things that you just like can't actually like explain because there's no way that that could work in like any way of like a biology sense at all, but it's cool. You know, rule of cool exists for a reason sometimes. Because like, unrelated but kind of like Tails from Sonic, how are you doing that? How do your tails work like that? There's no way that would work. How? But like, you know, why not at the same time? Why does it matter for it to make sense? Sometimes it's just a cool thing to do. I do think it's very funny sometimes though. And they can learn fly. I know. It's so funny. So funny as a concept. I'm just gonna make all of this one dark blue. And then I can go in and darken up the blues that are a bit darker. Like here. And here. That's a little too dark, actually. I lied. Like... this dark? Yeah, it's fine. It cures its space on its, it's on an ostrich? Really? Really? It's on an ostrich? That's strange to me, but I guess so. To be honest, if they added more realistic traits to them, they'd look more like those concept art thingies I've seen a realistic Pokemon before that movie. I mean, they look cool, but but then they look whack in other directions where they don't look like Pokemon anymore. Yeah. I feel like it's kind of a weird line to tiptoe with like trying to make them look like semi-realistic to make sense in the world, but also like keep them being like Pokemon looking. It's definitely tough, and I think it's cool. It's cool speculation for Pokemon to look that way, but it's just like, I don't know, you know what I mean? Sometimes it's a bit weird to actually visualize them that way. Look at this little baby. He's snoozing. Aw, you're so cute. You're so cute. I adore this creature. I'll give you a little gill thingy here. This way? Okay. Alright, you this little guy done. Yippee. And then, where's the other one? This one right there? Okay, cool. Okay, what's this one? The sketch. And then we can put these guys in a folder. This guy's super cute. We're getting like really good Pokemon. I'm gonna knock on wood to not jinx that, but these are really good Pokemon we've gotten so far. Look at them. My little guys. So many of them. Another little fish will become an octopus? Oh, does it? Does that become an octopus? Okay, let's generate a new number. 330. Okay, 330. Who's that? I like 330. That's a good number. Okay. Oh, Flygon! Oh, that's fun! Cool. I saw a very cool, is it Jijinka? Or the word for, like, when someone humanizes a thingy. A very cool humanization of this guy recently. It was very neat looking. He's so cute! Wow! We're so lucky this time, guys! So many great Pokemon. The fish becomes, makes no sense. Interesting. I think because whenever the jarriness of Detective Pikachu fits, because that is a world of fantasy and pretty much, gods where kids are given jet cutters, flamethrowers, and nature incarnate. So true. It's true. Yeah. I think, like, I don't know. Sometimes I have this, like, this take for a lot of things in the world when it comes to art, I guess, where, like, sometimes it doesn't have to be realistic to be good, you know? So, like, I think it's fun to speculate on, Pokemon looking realistic, but I feel like I would never really actually want that to be a thing. Like, I would never want to see, like, a game or a show where that actually is implemented, because I think that it takes away from it being, like, the way it is. And obviously they would never do that actually, because I feel like Pokemon definitely leans into more the cutesy cartoony side of their things, which makes sense. But it's cool to see from like a visual direction, but not like a thing that I actually ever would want for real, you know what I mean? Paradolia is what it's called. Paradolia? Paradolia? Mm-hmm. Oh, seeing faces and things? Yeah. Feature. Let's see. Like the Balatro Joker? Yeah. Yeah. True. Very true. Don't need to see it be real. What am I doing to this guy? Can he hold something? He's so funny looking, actually. When I look at his face, he's kind of funny. What do I do with you? Jijinka is the word link of, though, I believe. I think so, yes, thank you. Jijinka. Jijinka. No one used that word as much anymore. They used to a lot more back in, like, I don't know, maybe like 10 years ago? Vaguely? Maybe 5 or... I don't know. I don't know how long ago, but they used to use that word a lot more often for, like, making humanization of things. But, I don't see them anymore. Like, I don't see that word anymore. It is not like a common phrase online as much. What do I do with you? This way? And this way? And then holding something? Gajinkas are basically, everything in... It's every character in everything? True, actually, yes. That is what they are. That's what they are. Little guy, tiny head. Give him a jar of cookies? Yeah, we can give him cookies. Cookies. Sure, why not? I was gonna give him an apple, because he feels like he's very apple-colored. But, you can have cookies. Just because you were colored like an apple does not mean that you have to have apples. Oh, actually, hold on. Very cute concept here. Oh, wrong brush. What if, like... Hold on. Excuse me, I'm gonna have to draw this very messily to figure out how to draw this. I should have first, like, I have to get this out of my head first so I know how it looks, and then I can figure out whether or not it's a good idea or a bad idea. Apple fritter? Apple fritter's really good. Apple fritter's really nice. Fritters are nice. Sorry, I don't know why I can't speak for a second. My friend makes some really good ones. You also is really good. Apple cobbler is really good too. Apple things in general are nice. Big fan of apple stuff. Apples are good. Thank you for the head pat. Thank you. Apple things are tasty. Apple pie is really good. That's like kind of like the go-to thing that I know how to make is pretty well. Is like making apple pie or making an apple cobbler. Apple stuff is nice. Thank you, Euler. So true. Flygon. Flygon kind of looks like he would be a really good, like, sneaker. You know what I mean? This might be a very weird phrase. But, like, he looks like he would, like... For some reason, in my brain, I'm picturing being able to transform into a sneaker. I don't know why. But, like, something about him could turn into a sneaker. I really wish I could explain it as a concept, but I don't know. Like, if I had designed this, like, a Pokemon sneaker or shoe or whatever, a tennis shoe, he'd be one. He'd be a really good one for that. I can see that? I'm glad. I swear I'm not, like, a crazy person. It's just sometimes you see things and you're like, well, you know, that's how he would look. He'd be a really good little guy. And these little cookies. You know, I have thoughts when it comes to merchandise a lot of times. So there was a Pokopia Uniqlo collab they had, I think, when the game released for the first time. And I like low-key things when it comes to stuff. Like, if I were to buy a merchandise of something, I personally do not want it to be, like, the creature on the t-shirt weirdly and, like, just kind of a graphic tee, in my humble opinion. So oftentimes it's really nice because, like, that doesn't mean I don't buy a lot of, like, collabs or merch, because it's like, I don't want just a JPEG or a PNG of a creature on a t-shirt or something, you know? I do kind of wish things were a bit more, like, it's also like why, no shade, but I don't love a lot of VTuber merchandise because they're all the time just like a static picture of an anime girl on a t-shirt or like on a thing, and I'm like, that's okay. Like, if I'm gonna go that route, I'd buy a standee, and I do have standees. I have a standee of like Doppio, and I have like figures, and like that's the thing that I would buy. Where I'm like, okay, I'd have like things that are like, you know, a thing, you know. But I would never buy like a, oh wow, Flygon shoe. So true. He'd be a good shoe. He would be. Wow. Also, hi Tom, how's it going? I haven't won solo queue yet, but I got so close. Yippee! Improvement. How do you feel now? Do you like the game? Citrus, do you enjoy the game? Is fun? Question mark? Or are you just doing it? Are you suffering for suffering's sake? It's a MOBA Sky? Okay, yeah, but like it doesn't, you know. I'm doing this for friendship? Okay. I think it's fun. And I've never played a MOBA before. So, you know. My friend who plays Dota is like, this is just Dota. And I'm like, so true. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means because I've never played Dota before, but yeah, so true. I guess so. I have no context between that. I'm good, how are you? I super get that about the t-shirt merch. That's how it's become the standard and it's kind of boring now. Yeah, it's weird. I don't want that. I want, like, real things. I want real, like, I would want a cool, like, low-key kind of, like, inspired merchandise, you know? When stuff is inspired, I love that type of stuff, you know? Although the one thing I do like, is real, so, for, I guess it's Pokemon specific, because it's, like, a lot of Pokemon are based off real-life things. So, like, a real-life thing that is a Pokemon, you know? Like, a person made, like, a Rotom, like, fan or something, I forgot, and that's kind of fun. Like, that's cool. If it's on the nose like that, that's kind of, like, smart and like, you know, cheeky. So, Sky League? I would never play League of Legends. I would die. I would die. No, thank you. I cannot stand League of Legends. And I will never be able to stand League of Legends. When Tony was playing League again before, it was so hard to talk to him because he played League so much. And I would be like, no, I don't want to hear about League of Legends ever again. Snorlax beanbag? Yeah, exactly. A Snorlax beanbag chair is very cute as a concept. That's understandable, and I can accept that as a concept. But like a t-shirt that just has a photo of Snorlax, I'm like, that's boring. Give me something fun. I would even take the t-shirt that has like the visual like look of Snorlax's like patterning on the shirt. I'll take that. That's fine. If Kay asked you to play League, if Kay played League, I would not be dating him. If Kay played League, I would not be dating him. That's just a fact of life. I refuse to ever be involved with someone who plays League of Legends ever again. That is too much trauma for me in one. I can't do it. I can't do it. I cannot do it. I'm not gonna be dating someone who ignores me for a video game like that ever again. It's just not happening. It's just simply not happening in my life. Cannot. That is just something that I cannot accept. I can't do it. I want something that I would still wear if I don't know what it was. Merch-wise, it needs to look as good as clothing first. Exactly, that's very true. Precisely, it has to look good as clothing first. League of Legends and I are very badly matched. I can't do it. Like I'm saying it in a joking manner, but I'm genuine. I can't. I can't. It's like fully tainted for me as a person. It makes me really uncomfortable. I don't really. It is too much of a thing that I can't really deal with. It's too, what's it called? But what's the word for it? I don't know. Ever again, this happened to you before? For context, my ex-partner, he would basically ignore me the entire day to play League of Legends with his friends, and just never talk to me. I used to live, like, I didn't live, but I used to be at his apartment a lot, and I would just go sit on the bed, and I would do nothing, and he would play League, and just not talk to me. And the first fight I lied, not the first fight. The first really bad instant we had was when I asked him, like, politely, if he could spend 2 hours with me every day that I'm over at his place, and just not play League, and just, like, talk to me and hang out with me. You know, it doesn't have to be consecutive 2 hours, just 2 hours of your day when I'm here, like, you know, at your place, at your home, just to spend time with me. And he ignored me the entire day, just the entire day, and got mad at me, and then he also pushed me down the stairs that day. So, I can't, and I'm sorry. Like, I know I'm saying it in a funny way. I can't do it. It's like, I think it would make me really depressed. I don't think I could do it. So, yeah. Like, I know it's kind of funny, and I'm ragging on League players a lot, but, like, I can't. cannot. So it's like a little bit too sensitive for me to actually, like, I would not be able to. Lock him up, throw away the key. I love that you add the end part. It's true. It's like true. Yeah. I would not want to be in a relationship where someone's like ignores me for a video game anymore. Like, I can't do that. And especially if it was leaks specifically, I couldn't do it even like more. It is a little bit too much of a thing for me. Because like, I'm also a gamer. I get that people like want to play games, and like sometimes you can't talk to your partner when you play a game. And I fully understand that, and I'm like, I play games a lot. I get that. But like, it really sucks. It sucks. It's not a good feeling. It's not a good feeling at all. So, League is evil, gotcha, yeah. Yeah. It is why, like, I don't, no matter who asks me to play League or, like, get into playing League or whatever, like, even for, like, a subathon goal or a money goal, I would never be able to play it. It really is not something I can do. If someone will make time for you, they don't deserve your time. That's very true. That's very, very true. It's also, like, why I'm kind of sensitive about, like, hanging out with people, because, like, I spent a lot of time trying to ask them to hang out with me, and they would get mad at me and shut me down a bunch, and so I have a hard time asking to play games or hang out with somebody, because it's just like, you know, a lot of that still is unfortunately kind of hardwired into my system to be scared of it. So, yeah. It's unfortunate, but, you know, it is something that has happened. And, like, you know, hi, Forehead, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. I don't understand how people can just do that to other people. Yeah, especially your partner. You would expect the one person who's supposed to want to spend time with you and want to be with you to want to be able to talk to you and hang out with you. But no, apparently not. Apparently not. Apparently that's not the case for a lot of people. So, yeah. Exactly, yeah. Is unfortunately the case a lot. That's scary. Yeah, it is unfortunate. It's really, really unfortunate. Yeah, people are mean. People are mean, and it's sad. I'm more sad that I spent a lot of time of my life being with someone who did that to me. But what can you do? What can you do? Sometimes when you're younger, you don't know how to figure that out. Thank you for the head pat. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. It is weird. People are weird. Some people don't have their priorities straight. It's why, like, I'm, what's it called? I don't think I could date someone who would prioritize friends over me. That's, like, a big thing for me. Because, like, I spent a lot of time being in that relationship being like, wow, this guy hates me and spends time with only his friends and never talks to me and doesn't want to be around me. And that kind of sucks. And on top of, like, that, he would treat me like a friend. Like, he wouldn't treat me like a partner. And that, like, also sucks. So, like, on top of that, like, I wasn't even, like, even if he liked his friends more, he treated me like a friend, but didn't even, like, want to spend time with me. So, yeah. Is the way of life for some people. One of my friends is kind of doing that right now. Unfortunately, one of her partner currently kind of sucks. In a different way, but, like, her partner sucks a lot and it kind of exhibits a lot of behaviors that my ex did. And it kind of frustrates me because I really want her to get out of the relationship, but she won't, and I know she won't, and I feel really bad because, like, I don't know, I want her to be happy, but she doesn't want herself to be happy, apparently. So, it sucks a lot to see that in someone that you care about. And I do, a lot of my friends at the time didn't know what I was going through because I didn't tell them that. And so, I can only imagine how my friends would have, like, if I had told them things, how they would have reacted, how much they would have wanted me to. Oh, ears are up. I'm hearing. I get to hear things. What's it called? You know, I'm sure they would have been as adamant on, like, please leave this person. They're not good for you. You're, like, actually depressed. And I used to cry, like, every day. I used to cry every day back then. So, yeah, I just feel bad for my friend, and I would love for her to be happy, but you gotta let them learn. You do have to let them learn. Sometimes you have to let somebody, like, just kind of make their own mistakes, unfortunately. I mean, to be fair, I'm much more of a confident person than I used to be because of what happened to me. I don't think it's a good thing that happened to me. Abusive relationships aren't good, and they should never happen. But I can say at least, the very least, you know, I learned a lot more about myself and what I'm okay with tolerating and how to communicate and, you know, I learned a lot more back then than, you know, so things. But it doesn't mean that it's good that it happened. I try to make things kind of positive for myself because I think I'd be depressed a lot more if I didn't, but, you know. I think I will save. So proud of you getting out of that. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Is a life thing. But I do hope my friend does eventually leave her relationship that she's in. I don't know when she will, but I hope she does. Because right now she's kind of being isolated as well, because she lives now further away than she used to, and her partner lives closer to her now. So she kind of only has him to hang out with more casually than any of her friends, which is really, 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 really a bad idea. It's a really bad idea. But, it's kind of hard to convince someone. I mean, also, she just moved. Like, I can't be like, hey, don't be there. It's really weird hearing about pre-Sky Bonnie TV Sky, because I only know the super beast of a homie Sky who's super duper cool and confident. Aw, thank you. That's sweet. I used to be worse. I'm a pretty nervous person right now. Like, I'm like pretty shy and nervous and kind of awkward. But when I was like before that, like during that relationship and before that, I used to be very, very shy, very quiet, very nervous. I used to not be able to leave the house by myself. Like, I had to have someone else with me. If I wanted to leave the house, I could never be by myself. I used to be really, really nervous. Hi, hello, welcome in. Thank you for raiding, Moomer Swarm. Hi. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Hi, hello. How was your stream? What you guys up to? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Wah. Hi, everyone. We're drawing Pokemon. These are who we've drawn today so far. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. How are you? How's everyone doing? How was your stream? I have a good one. What you guys get up to? I'm assuming drawing, probably? Probably. Flygon, yeah, Flygon. We're drawing him with some cookies. I'm giving him a little bowl of, not a bowl, sorry, what's it called? A container of cookies? Yeah, I was dealing with him coming up with a cold, so we ballin'. Oh, I'm sorry to hear you got sick. It is the changing of weather, though. It happens for a lot of people. Feel better. I'm so sorry to hear, though. Welcome in, everyone. Please go do your after-stream care, especially if you're sick. Go get some warm liquids, get some soup, get better, feel better, rest up. You're welcome to hang out with me if you want to. Goes for everyone in your stream as well. You guys are welcome to hang out with me if you want to. We are just chatting and drawing and doodling, and I'm talking about life. It's, you know, some stuff. But welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you gotta skedaddle, feel free to. There is no harm. Go take care of yourself. One day you will draw Shaman and it will be a joyous day. Yeah, true. I have drawn Shaman in the past, though, in general. Shaman's fun. Shaman's a very fun guy to draw. He's very little creature. Little guy that exists in the world. I do like the baby version of Shaman more than I like his little, the one that can talk. That version I don't love as much, but the silly version where he's a little baby and he's cute, he's fine. That one's okay. I accept that one. Shaman, when he's like a horse thing, is kind of mean, and I don't like that about him. Not a big fan of that creature when he's like that. Why is he an attitude, you know? He doesn't need to be like that. But yeah, welcome on in, everybody. I hope you have a good night. Hope your Friday's been good. Hope your week's been good. Have a good weekend if you're not gonna hang out. I hope you have a good weekend. But I hope your day's been nice. I've had a pretty decent day. I've done a lot of work today. What else happened to me? Mostly work. Thank you, Dot Monster, for following. I appreciate it. Thank you. Very kind of you. Welcome on in. You don't like Shaman's Skyform? If that's what it is when he becomes like a horse, yeah, no, I'm not a big fan. Because in the movie, he's kind of mean, and I'm not a big fan of that. I don't know, he's mean in the movie. For him, I don't like it. I don't like him being like that. I'm sorry, if you like Shaman being like that, that's fine. I respect it, but I don't like that version of him. He's evil and rude. I can't handle little rude creatures like that. So he's not my favorite there. But when he's the baby little hedgehog guy, he's very cute. Very, very agreeable little guy. Yeah. Oh, if you want to see, we've drawn even more Pokemon in the past. I just don't have all of them. Oh, didn't know I had that out there. Whoops. We've drawn many creature before this. Before stream time. See you later, True. Bye-bye. We've drawn many guys. There are so many of them in this little document. Okay. Let me do that again. Now, to the movie, it seems like it's probably just the one that Shaman who looks like that. Yeah. I guess that's true. Maybe it's just that Shaman and not every Shaman. But I didn't like him specifically. I'll have to maybe if I look at Shaman more, I'll be more okay with him. I like his hedgehog form the most, so I think it's really cute. Very big fan of that one. Whee. This guy's kind of a complicated set of shapes he's got on him. Ah, ooey. Ooey. My knees. Owie. Forrest would be so mad if he heard that I had my knees up the entire stream. It's been like 2 hours and 30 minutes. He'd be so upset. I'm so sorry, Forrest. My bad. If he knew, he'd be upset at me. But he'd probably be happy that I ate today properly. I ate like proper meals before stream time. It's just so much more comfy to Yoki was like ratting me out for the way that I was sitting, and I think about it. I think about that because I don't know, it's so like sometimes you just gotta sit weirdly. Sometimes you're just comfortable being a weird little creature that doesn't know how to sit properly. Not good for my legs though. Or my body in general. Probably not the best situation. Alright, puts my legs down. Yeah, I gotta put your legs down. Sit properly. I'm doing it right now because I know it's not good for my knees. I was talking to a friend recently about how I should get back into playing Ring Fit. And I did it like a couple times last week, but I would like to do it again a bit more consistently like this week and next week. Like if I could do it every day or at least 4 times a week or 5 times a week would be ideal. Because I know like technically you're not supposed to work out every day like that intensely, like in general. Like you should be like having rest days for when you work out. But I don't know anything about that type of stuff. My brain's not made for working out. I don't know how it works. Like when I used to go on the treadmill, that was the easiest thing ever because I'm like, oh, I just do this one thing for like a whole hour and it's perfect because I can just do this one thing. But like when you work out, you're supposed to like switch things out and like take rest days for whatever reasons, and I don't know how that works. Why do I care about that? But you have to, apparently. It's not good to do that to your body and your muscles and stuff like that. So I've been talking to I have a client of mine, commission-wise, who asked me to do a rig for her, like clean up someone else's rig. And oh boy, I have been so made aware of how difficult it is to work on rigs that are pre-existing. As someone who like has only ever done her own rigs and like models and worked on her own art and everything, people who rig have very different ways of doing stuff, and sometimes it's not good ways of doing things. And it's kind of horrible to do someone else's rig, because like even if they were really good at rigging, it's so different from your own workflow, and so it's very bizarre to work on someone else's like pieces. It's tough. It's like 90% of the time that I'm taking to work on this rig is like me fighting the pre-existing rig because it makes no sense. A lot of the decisions they made for this thing was whack decisions. Very whack decisions. I feel like I don't know. And I would never be one to like what's the word? Put down someone else's work. But like it's just kind of like, I don't know, it's a little, because even though I'm someone who like I don't label things a lot, I don't like to like, you know, be very organized with my work. But with VTuber models, you kind of have to be. They need to be organized in a certain way. They have to have like readability in the file a little bit for when you're working on it. And this one is like, every deformer is like vaguely named the same name. Nothing is organized in a way that is like readable and usable. So strange. And I feel really bad because I'm like kind of taking a while on this thing because I'm like trying to figure out what to do with this model. Because normally if I were just to rig a model for my own, I would probably not take that much longer than like maybe vaguely a month-ish. But I'm like working on this model for a while because I'm like, I don't like, I'm just trying to figure out what happened. It's like a crime scene. I'm like trying to like put together the pieces and like learn about this like person's like thought process with this model. The artist did a pretty decent job. Like the art is fine. Some things probably could have been cut apart a bit better, but like it's fine, it's understandable. Just the rig themselves, like I don't know what they did. They just labeled things abysmally. Oh yeah, another VTuber friend of mine had the problem like that. Their model was so messy, it was almost unsalvageable. It really kind of is like, I didn't realize that. I was talking to like another rigger, like rig friend, actually not a rig friend, like another art friend in the community, and she was telling me how like a lot of times people just prefer to be having to have a new rig as opposed to just having to fix up a rig. Like it's much harder to fix a rig than it is to like redo a rig. Like I honestly, if I was paid more for this thing, I would probably prefer just to start from scratch and then just do it again, because like yeesh, it's a little bit tough. Honestly, the rate that I gave this person is probably a little bit too less anyways for what I have to do with this rig, but it's fine. I don't like to up a price If I've given them something, then it's fine. I'll deal with the consequence of it. I just didn't know how messed up this rig was. I had no clue how bad it was. I didn't look too far into the hierarchy of the rig before I took on the work. Because I was looking at like how much work they had done on the actual parameters and everything. I was like, oh, okay, this is fine. But then like I actually took a look at the genuine deformers and they like with the way that it was set up, I'm like, oh, this is bad. This is really bad. I fear that every time I rig one of my models, I fall into that. I don't label my lefts and rights, and I don't feel like that would infuriate other people. I think listen, if you're doing it on your own rigs, it's fine. It doesn't matter that much. But like, you know, the second that the second that someone else has to touch a rig, it's gonna be much more annoying to work with. But I get it because sometimes I don't label. If I make like on the fly like masks for things, like if I have to like suddenly get a new mask or something, I won't label that correctly. So I can kind of understand. I do a lot of copying and pasting for things, and I don't label all those super correctly. So I empathize. I do. But this person had like just the letter P for like 17 different parameters, like for 17 different deformers. I'm like, what does this mean? Is this position? Is this play? What does this mean? So bizarre. So bizarre. And awful to work with. Physics? I don't think it was physics because like, I mean, I guess maybe it could have been, but it was for like every single thing under the same exact, I was like this, and there's like no hierarchy. It was just like one deformer for one thing, and it was just P. I'm like, okay, very cool, I guess. I was flabbergasted by this person's model. I wonder if they even remember what each was. I don't think they do, honestly. It was just so rough to work with, and I feel really bad, but like I can't like, it's kind of, it's just kind of hard to work with this model, and like I feel like, you know, I'm just taking a lot of time with it because I'm like, I just don't know what's, like, I don't know what I'm looking at. It's just very tough to work with. I feel really bad about it because I'm like, I just need breaks from it because it's like, it really is like a crime scene. I'm just trying to figure out what I'm looking at and what I'm doing with this model. Because like also the way they have the parameters set up is also very bizarre. Like I've never worked with those type of parameters, like the way that they've organized their parameters, and it's just like, I really understand why no one does like a rework on a model that isn't their own, because working on someone else's stuff is just really, really difficult. I am like generally like so confused because like everything that this person wants is not like a difficult thing to do inherently. It's just difficult because of the person that I had to work from before, you know? That's like the hard thing where I'm like, what is this rig that I'm looking at? And I'm not one to dunk on someone's work, obviously. I don't think, like, you know, I'm sure this person didn't think that anybody else would have to be looking at their work. So I understand, like, you know, but it's just, like, it's just very, what's the word? Like, your co-rigger-in-law? Yeah, very true. Very true. It's just so confusing. It's so confusing. I don't know. I feel really bad for, like, you know, ragging on someone else's work, but I believe this rigger, like, ghosted my client. So I guess there is some warranted, you know, comments on it because, like, they kind of just ghosted them. But still, it's just like, geez Louise, struggling with this thing. Yeah. I would never recommend working on someone else's rig ever. I generally don't think it's a good idea. It's not something that I think I will ever do again. I would probably much rather just prefer to re-rig the whole thing than work on someone else's rig. But it's a good thing to know now. I have practice in this and now I will never do it ever again. That's just rough. Just a rough situation. But, yeah. One of my friends was talking about how she desperately wants to get her model re-rigged, but like no one will want to work on it, and so she just has to wait until she has money to actually work on it. Pixels and baby VTuber artist. Oh, are you looking to make VTuber models? Yeah, I do mine I do both rigging and the art for model and stuff. It's a lot better to work on your own stuff and keeping semi-organized. Because I actually don't ever label anything, but I definitely do actively label VTuber models, but I would not ever work on someone else's model. I will very much strongly say it's not worth it. It's the time and effort that takes into having to learn someone else's rigging style. Even if they are like very good, it's still going to be different from your own setup, so it's still going to be very difficult to read and understand and work from. So regardless, you know, unless like you're friends with this person, you know their rigging style very well and you're very familiar with them, I would not recommend working on someone else's model that's already been rigged a little bit. It would just cause you pain, in my humble opinion. I do make models rigging art, I'm just very new. Fun though. Fun. I used to take model commissions before in the past, and I don't really do them as much except for like my chibi models because it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, and as someone who is a full-time freelancer, they don't make you good money, which I know is unfortunate to say. But models, unless you're like super popular, don't make a lot of money, because when you think about the time it takes to do art and rig a model, it's just like you don't get paid well enough a month for it. So unless like you're very popular, like I don't know, I think it's like is it Kami something, like that one VTuber artist. Unless you're like very well popular, you can price your models higher. It's just not worth it. It's so not worth it. Unless like you know you can like do 3 models a month, then you know. Would you do rigs given the art but like without any rigging? I would probably, yeah. Rigging is fun for me because I have a background in animation, so rigging is something that I enjoy because it kind of is reminiscent of animating. Sorry, the way I said that was weird. Of like reminiscent of animating, and so I do like to rig. So I would probably be more okay with rigging in general because it is something that I'm kind of a bit more like comfortable with than doing the art. Because I could do rigging in a month and that'd be fine, I think. I could probably do 3 rigs a month and be okay with that because that would be like enough money, I think. But the art included is it's just very time consuming and taxing. So I used to really want to be like a proper VTuber artist for a lot of people and like be a VTuber mama. But the chibis that I make are just much easier to work on and much faster to do. Like I can do a chibi model like, you know, given the time, if I had like the right time and everything, I could probably do a chibi model in like a week, you know? So that's like something that I think is like, okay, that's fine. That can give you enough income if you're like a live, oh sorry, what is it called? A freelancer. But if it's not, then, you know. Also, if you don't do art as your full-time, then having models are fine, I think, because then it's like not as bad. But if you do art full-time, rough to take on a model because you have to take so many. But also I think because I stream too, that adds some time. I think if I didn't stream, I probably would be more okay with doing models because I would be able to like put all my energy into making models as opposed to streaming. But I like to stream. I enjoy streaming. It's fun. So I kind of just don't, you know. Because I'd probably take on a lot more work in general if I didn't stream. But I enjoy streaming, and so I take that L a little bit where I'm like, okay. I sacrifice a little bit of working to have a hobby. There we go. Flycon with his little cookies. Yippee! He has little treats. Let me color all these lines in. Also, because like I've been considering, I think that if I was able to do what's the word? Tabling at conventions and stuff, I probably would take on less commissions. And then I could probably take on more like specific commissions that I could do work for. I just finished a half-body commission like a half an hour ago. I relate. I haven't got any commissions for a few months and then suddenly got 3 this month, so it is very unreliable moneymaker. It is. It is. It is. I'm very lucky that comms are kind of like a stable income for me, but it's more often than not the best thing to do all the time. Also, if you're like if you're unable to do a lot of work is a big thing too, because I've had months where I've taken on 70 commissions, and I've had months where I take on like 40 or 50, and like it's that's kind of the only way that I can make a living out of it because I can take on so many. So if someone like isn't able to take on a lot of work, I would not recommend doing commissions very much because it's hard to make a living from them if you aren't able to do that. If you're not able to take on that much work, it's kind of unfruitful, which is really unfortunate, but it is the case. Unless you're like a very popular artist, then you can hike up your prices pretty high and then get enough money from like 10. But you know, not the case for many people. Yeah, but I like being a freelancer. It does give me a lot of freedom from things that I think also like I don't know how I'd work in like a specific environment. I've thought about it before where I was like, oh, maybe I could work at like a a company or whatever, and I've thought about them very often. I just don't know how I'd function in there. I don't know if I would do well. I don't know if it would be something that I can work with. And obviously you have to try to figure out in the first place, but I don't know. Because like a dream job of mine would be to work like at like maybe a game company, but then like thinking about the actual environment in that is also kind of tough too. Because people aren't the best to a woman in the field. So I'm a bit apprehensive sometimes to join something like that because I'm like, how would that work? You know? Also, side note, your model is gorgeous. I'm brimming with envy. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, my model has 1 million outfits. It's actually not my main outfit. This is what I normally wear. Yeah. I got this outfit, and then I have this one, and I have this one. Yeah. But I like to play dress up a lot, so this is like my go-to outfit I tend to wear. Yeah. Yeah. My model has 4 outfits, and at some point I probably will add more. But for now, she has 4. I do have to fix her rigging up a little bit. I do think that it's a little bit rushed here and there. And my big wings. Yeah. Big wings. Hold on, I gotta be a little bit tinier for this so that you guys can see my drawing a little bit more. Yeah. Model. I don't really show off my model properly more often than I not. Sky is so pretty. Aw, thank you. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. It's very sweet. Yeah. My model that I spent 1 bajillion hours on. And I probably should have spent more. Wings. Yeah, my wings. These are like things that I would say that I probably kind of like didn't. I definitely like the wings were like the last thing that I rigged, I'm pretty sure, because I didn't put any effort in it, and I should at some point. At some point I will go back through this rig and I'll make it look prettier. But that's eventually. That's an eventual Sky thing to do. For now, it's a Sky's tired and doesn't want to work on her model because she worked on it for like 4 months straight, probably. So I'll fix this model up at some point in the future. Just not for now. There we go. Flygon is done. Yippee! We have like 20 minutes left. I could probably do 1 more Pokemon, I think. Let me put this guy in here. I think we can do 1 more Pokemon. I'm good at rendering a lot, so I'm just sharing it all how pretty the shading. Oh, thank you! I'm not good at rendering, so I appreciate that very much, actually. That's very nice. I'm pretty rough with rendering, so I'm thank you. It's very kind. 4 months of work needs 4 years of break time? Pretty much, honestly. Honestly. This model tired me out a lot, so... But I do like it enough that I think that I would be okay with, just kind of updating her for a bit before I consider ever making a 3.0 model. I don't mind taking a little bit of time before I even think about it, so... Alright, let's look at our last guy. 326, wow, 300 again. Okay, 326, who's that? We drew you before. Wait a minute. Wow, our first duplicate. Wait, that's so funny. It's, Grumpig. That's so fun. Wow, look at that. We had a duplicate for the first time. Alright, new number. Big Pig, yeah. That's so fun. Flapple. No, we drew the other guy. We drew the other Pokemon, so we didn't draw Flapple yet. Okay. Wow, this is just like a really good stream. We hit incredible Pokemon so far. I haven't had an issue with any of these guys. All of them are cute. A good time for the stream. Flapple, yeah, Flapple. Wow, you haven't had a duplicate before? No, we have not had a duplicate yet. That was our first one. We've been able to generate every single number without having like a redo. I want the evolution really badly. I'd love an evolution, like 1 random guy that I can get like that's like from a Pokemon we've already drawn. That'd be fun. Thank you for checking in, Links. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks for the throwing things at me. So true. I need to 3D model more of these guys. I should make something else new for you guys to throw at me. Because I haven't 3D modeled a new creature in a while. I should make something for you guys to throw at me. I don't know what though. Water. Everyone, Hydras will get some tea, coffee, some Hydras. Please take care of yourself. Do you think putting Flapple in an apple pie is like cannibalism? Is that like incorrect of me to do if I wanted to put him in like a little apple pie? Pikmin? Oh, true. Pikmin would be kind of fun. Is it cannibalism to put him in an apple? Do you think that's wrong of me to do that? I don't think so. All right, it is not. Okay, cool. I'm gonna put him in the apple pie. He's in here. He's not made out of apple. I guess he looks like an apple. That sounds cute, so I'm gonna say it's okay. Like the little bunny from the other day throwable. So true! He lives inside the apple like shell. I guess that's fair. He's not exactly in he's not an apple. He's a creature that's in an apple. So it's fine. What does he look like without his apple, I wonder? He's so funny looking. This guy is so silly. You think he just smells like apples all the time? Do you think he likes apples? He's gotta like apples, right? Or maybe he has like no opinion on them. Apple in the smallest form is like the wormy guy in an apple. Oh! That's cute. That's very cute. The yellow evolution is technically a pie anyway, so... Oh, true, true, so it's fine. He can be in the apple. Sorry, in the pie. Man, now I kind of want like a hot, sweet treat. Like a... I don't know, something. His little hands are so cute. What are these little silly hands? I'm gonna make him eat like an apple pie, like apple pie slice. This line is very funny. The little gecko grabbers, they do. That's so cute. He's like he's dressing up as his big brother. That's so true. Aww. He just wants to be like him. That's so cute. So silly. He just wants to be an apple pie like his big brother. Are these like the wings for him? I think these are like kind of wing-shaped vaguely. I love all the evolution variants of this thing. Yeah, it's very cute. Appleton? The one where he's like laying, like he's a big pie and he's really cute. Yeah, Appleton is super cute. Appleton is really cute. That one's a good Pokemon. I want to draw him sometime soon. Hopefully we can. We got a pre-evolution actually, I just realized. Because we did Hydrapple. So we got a pre-evolution. So. Well, technically not, right? Though, because it's part of the same family. Technically. Vaguely. Trying to hunt down multiple shinies so I can have them all in shiny form. Oh, cute! Very cute. Okay, there we go. He's in the pie. Oh, wait. This would be our shiny, right? We did one... Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we're on our shiny one. What does shiny apple look like? Hold on. Full apple shiny. Oh, he's a green apple! Yeah, because every 5 Pokemon we're supposed to do a shiny guy. So hold on. He is shiny. There we go. Shiny version of him. I think it's just a version evolution. They all evolved from Applin. Ah, I got you. Split evolution line, but part of the same family. Yeah, gotcha. So we got at least one of them, but I would like a direct evolution at some point. Sometime soon. Would be nice. It'd be fun to get like one guy from before or a new guy. It is fun though. I'm learning. I still think this is like a great thing for me because like I don't know a lot of Pokemon, and so this is a great way for me to like get, you know, more information about all the guys that I don't know about. All the guys that I can learn now about. Well, the ones that look like a bit like caramel apples. Yeah, it's cute. Like Spoink, an evolved version of Grumpig. Yeah, true. Spoink. The one that can't stop, like, what's it called? What's the word I'm looking for? Can't stop boinging. What is the word? What is the word? Jumping? Is it jumping? Bouncing. Thank you. Boinging. Yeah, the bouncing. Good lord. Jesus Christ. Yeah, the one that can't stop bouncing or else it'll die. Isn't that his whole deal? Honestly, I thought Spoink evolved. Applin evolves into Flapple through the tart apple, so green apple is very appropriate. Yeah. Poor guy. Some of these people really, the people who make some of this Pokemon lore is so sad, so messed up. Why is it like a gecko pouch here? Why is his little cheek up for? What is his reasoning? Why him cheek so big? For what purpose, little guy? He's gonna have a little piece of the apple in his mouth. More room for pie? So true. I'm hearing from the Spoink lore is that it's what happens if you mash a Tigger's need to bounce with Piglet. Man, I remember when I was a kid, my mom used to love Winnie the Pooh. So a lot of times when I was younger, I watched a lot of Winnie the Pooh movies, and I remember being so sad all the time. Constantly sad, because a lot of the Winnie the Pooh movies are sad. Like Tigger's trying to find his family. God, Winnie the Pooh was such a sad, ugh. And honestly, it's very comforting to an extent. I really enjoy I don't know, hearing Pooh Bear's voice is very comforting to me. Good content, that show. To hold more food like a hamster. Exactly. Hamster. Hamster. Hamsters are so funny. How do they exist the way that they do? They're so tiny. With their bones, they're 70% fur. 90% fur even, honestly. They're not even they're not, how do they live? Yeah, Pooh and Friends didn't pull their punches when it came to sad topics. Yeah. They really went in on it. I remember when I was younger, I used to find the Heffalumps kind of scary because there was a scene in one of the movies where they have this very scary song, and it's a little bit alarming to a young child. I remember being like, I don't like this. I didn't like this. They really make them kind of scary in that one of the movies. Also, when you're a child, it's okay, everything's kind of a little bit scary to you. And plus, my Mama Sky and Papa Sky did not help with me being very easily scared. They didn't assist me. They just kind of hid everything else for me, so things just continue to scare me even to adulthood. I'm very easily startled. Very much. How am I drawing this little guy? How's his, he's weirdly shaped a little bit. Winnie the Pooh's voice is really nice, though. Good show. I played all of they had a lot of educational games. I played a lot of those when I was younger too. Good chunk of my online experience or my computer time was playing the Winnie the Pooh games. See, Pooh Bear didn't joke around sometimes. Saddest thing I ever heard as a kid was Pooh Bear singing about how forever he was too good to be true. Oh yeah. Yeah. A lot of their movies were really sad. They had obviously a happy ending, but they were really sad during the movie process. It was oh man, a lot of things going on. Rue running away from home, I believe, from Kanga. A lot of things that were pretty sad. They did a really good job with a lot of the stories and the I guess life lessons they were trying to push or teach. Can we go with Silly Tiny Doodle of G-Max Flapple to go with it? If we have time, we got 6 minutes before it's 3 hours. So I'll try. What does Gigantic Max Flapple look like? Gigantic Max. Oh, he's in a big pie. Wait, that's so funny. Aww. He's just in a big little apple. He's so funny looking. This guy is definitely rummaging in your trash every day of his life. I know it to be true. I'll give you a snack, Flapple, I promise. You don't gotta go through my trash can, I swear. If you want something, I can give it to you. Goodness. I'd feed Flapple whatever he wanted. If I lived in the Pokemon universe, it would be there would never be I would just adopt so many Pokemon. I would never be free. I'd have so many of them. If you give a Flapple an apple. So true. Same, yeah. I would not be able to. I would just too many of them. I wouldn't be able to stop. I would have 1 million Pokemon. Although I do think that I love that they have run a Pokemon daycare. True. I love that they you can just keep Pokemon in the Pokeball, you know. So you could have a lot of Pokemon. It wouldn't be the worst thing ever for your home. I need a ranch. True. There we go. He's in there. Alright, I'm gonna do a really quick... We're gonna do a super quick doodle of the Gigantamax Flapple. Let me see if I can do this, fast enough. That it doesn't, take too much time. So that we can do both of these guys and they can be cute. It is tail coming upward? I think it's coming out, yeah. He's so funny. This guy's really cute. This honestly, this like evolution line in general is very good. Very well done. Very cute, very funny. Because like honestly, I think sometimes I don't love a lot of the object Pokemon that much. You know what I mean? I know he's not an object, but like, you know, he's based on something. And so sometimes some of them are fine. I don't like dislike a lot of them or anything, but I do kind of prefer the ones that feel like they're a bit more something going on with them. Because the ice cream Pokemon, I'll you know, it's just a little bit, it's too silly for me. That one's, we get a little too silly with it, and that one's a little bit too silly for me. So kind of looks like that one meme, I have a pie, what flavor pie paper? So true. Shout out to Pokemon Ranch from the Wii Shop channel. Oh, Pokemon Ranch. That sounds fun. He just has a little tongue out. Silly little creature. Oh my god, you're so funny. I love this little guy. I've never seen the Gigantamax version of this guy before. So I'm looking over to like the my other screen to see the reference photo because I didn't want to paste it in here. No reason, I was just lazy, so I didn't do it. He's a little bit cheek out. He's so funny. Alright, I gotta push your head down a little bit. You gotta be a little bit smaller. I think your head comes out a bit more too. Like, oops, wrong brush. Okay, there we go. I think that works a little bit better. Okay. I had to speed draw this little creature. Kind of tough. I wonder when they make Pokemon if they have like a wheel that they spin and they just kind of pick whatever two words like get landed on and like, okay, apple dragon. Sounds good. Perfect. They got it, right? Surely that's how they make their Pokemon. Alright, and I gotta make him a little bit smaller because he's so big, but he's smaller than the apple. Well, not smaller than the apple, but he's like a little bit more sizable to the apple. Like there. Honestly, the apple maybe a little bit bigger. Be like a little bit like that. Okay. That's how I do it. Honestly, yeah. Like, how else would you make some of these unique guys if you hadn't like just thrown something at the wall and be like, okay, sure, why not? It works. Whatever sticks, sticks, you know? There he is. There's our little guy. We've made him. Okay. Now I can color in these guys. Okay. Apple time. Please don't do what I thought you're gonna. Yeah, you're gonna. Okay. Let me save this first of all. And then I can color these guys in. Applin is cute. Appleton, I think, is still probably like my favorite out of all three of these guys. Well, out of many of them, because he's really cute. I like how he sleepy he looks. He looks so sweet, little guy. He looks very sweet. Okay. There we go. And then pie color is pie color, which is like this kind of color. What color does a pie look like? Maybe a little bit lighter than that. That's too light. Nope. That's pie colored, I guess, maybe. I haven't really seen a pie in a minute, so I can't really tell you. Do they have green apple pies? Do those exist? I know like you add some Granny Smith apples to a lot of pies because like you want like a little bit of tartness, but like it never would turn green, right? So it's kind of hard to represent this. It will look like blood a little bit vaguely, but I guess it has to. I'm sorry, Applin. It kind of looks a little bit like blood, but I promise it's not blood. It's just, you know, gotta be colored appropriately. A little redder. Yeah. Me when I have to speedrun coloring this guy in because it's almost gonna be 3 hours. Oh, it's already been 3 hours. Whoops. Okay. Well, that's fine. Appleton is the favorite Pokemon of this one. Yeah. That's fine. I think it's a good one. I think it's a good one to like. Very good Pokemon to like. Thank you for the head pet. I appreciate it. Thank you. He's gonna have a piece of the apple in his mouth. Apple pie cooked apples are often more of a caramel color? True. They are a darker tone. Maybe this look better? Bonk. Okay. Ah, fine. And then I'll make the tin just like, silver, I guess? Actually, I'll make it red. I'll make it like a dark red to contrast from the, little guy. I, have a habit of whenever I get a lot of apples, I'll just cook the apples, like, down the stovetop. And I will just use them on, like, pancakes or whatever I have. Because, like, sometimes you just don't want to commit to making a whole apple. Like an apple pie, you know? So if you just cook them on the stovetop, you can just put them on whatever you want. Like French toast. It's very good. It's very, very good. I recommend doing that when you have too many apples. And you don't want to make a pie. Or a cobbler. Although cobblers are pretty good to make. Cobblers are pretty good to make because it's, like, pretty quick. But, yeah. Oh, yeah. They're really good on like, anything, really. Put them on 1 million different things. I like baking a lot more than anything else. I should learn how to like cooking a lot, because I do live by myself, so it should become something that I can enjoy doing. But baking is fun. Baking by default is always fun. Because a lot of times, if you bake something badly, you still can kind of still eat it though, you know? If you mess up baking something, you can still eat the thing that you made. If you mess up cooking something, you rarely can eat the thing you made. Most of the time, it'll kind of suck. So, the benefit out of making something that's like you know, making like a pie or making like whatever, if you mess up, you're still fine. You're good. Everything is still okay. Okay, there we go. Apple is done. Yippee! I'm gonna just doodle this guy. He's just gonna be like a red outline. I'm not gonna... Oh, we can color him in next time, but I'll just put them like this. Say baking is better for me because it's more of a science and experiment. Exactly! Exactly. A lot of cooking is an experiment. You're so right, though. I fully agree. Which is why I suck at it. I'm not good with that type of stuff. Oh, I didn't color his eye in. Oopsies. Let me do that in a second. I'm so sorry I forgot your eye, little guy. I'll fix that. Neutral color. Whee! Unless one of your friends is giving it to you, but they suck at baking and it tastes bad and you throw it away, but it's okay. Listen, it's fine. Sometimes you do mess up a lot, and that's okay. It's fine if you mess up. Most of the time, it's still edible. Most of the time. Coffee cake? Ooh, coffee cake is really good. Which reminds me, I have a coffee cake to make tomorrow with pancake mix. Ooh, tasty. Oh, I'm hungry. I'm hungry now. I have to go make food after this. I'm so hungry. Coffee cake is really good. I'm a big fan of coffee cake. There used to be this coffee cake like muffin that I used to get. That was so good. Very good. Okay. There's our falafel for right now. Maybe I might fix them up maybe next time I stream, because I'll fix up the little the Dynamax one. Gigantamax, sorry, Dynamax something. As well. But for now, because it's already been 3 hours and I am now hungry after drawing this little guy in a pie, we'll have to continue him next time. Let us go over to where's my thingy? Here we are? Where are we? Here we are. Have good noms? Thank you. I will. I'm gonna make something to eat, and it'll be great. Some of my friends tried a recipe they saw online making French toast with vanilla ice cream instead of the normal mixture, and they said it turned out really good. That sounds like it would. I mean, like, to be fair, ice cream is just like what? Like cream and sugar and some other things? Cream and sugar mostly? Like, that's what ice cream is it not? Like cream sugar? Oh, sorry. So, you know, it's not that surprising that it'll turn out fine. Because I'm sure you have to still add, like, the egg part of it, so it's not that bad, just extra sugar. Like heavy cream. I'm sure, like, ice cream is, like, heavy cream and whatever. I don't know the actual combination of what ice cream is, but... Have a good night, Sky. Enjoy your weekend. Thank you. Oh yeah, so yeah, I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Sorry, yeah, I forgot. I have no stream tomorrow. I'll see you guys on Tuesday for whatever we're doing. It might be Pokopia, it might be Silksong, it might be drawing. Who knows what it'll be? Something. Anyways, good night. Have a good weekend. Enjoy your evening. I carry you. Thank you for spending time with me. I enjoyed it. Had a lovely time hanging out with you guys. Yeah, owie. Thank you. I'll see you guys on Tuesday if you want to hang out. If you want to follow me, feel free to follow me to see me next time I stream. But I enjoy your night. Thank you for spending time with me. I appreciate it. Thank you. Good night, goodbye. Oh wait, I have to send you guys something, don't I? You do, don't you? Let's see who I can send you guys to. I will send you guys to... I will send you guys to... What is he playing? I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. I will send you guys... Why not? I don't know what this is, but Avery's doing something. I don't know what that game is. I think I've seen it before, but I don't recognize it. Anyways, Avery's doing something. So have fun with that. I think he just like debuted I think he debuted in a group or something happened recently. So yippee! Fun things, fun new days. Who knows? Anyways, enjoy his stream. I'll see you guys on Tuesday if you want to hang out. If not, I'll see you whenever I see you. Enjoy your weekend. I carry you. I give you a kiss on the forehead. Mwah. Enjoy your night. Bye bye. Bye 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 bye.